Give me mine. What's up, y'all? Trying to give everybody a little minute. A couple people trying to come up right here. I didn't hit you up about what? Yeah, I'm good, but what do I supposed to been hitting you up about? What's up? Okay, so you talking about what we talked about like a month ago? I mean, sure, if you set it up, we can still do it, dude. I thought you were talking about like recent. Make sure y'all like as y'all come in. Just set like I said, hit me up on you can hit me up on Instagram, just set up a date. If we both free, we can do it. I ain't got no problem with it.
It's very important to me to meet students and family where they are. Even though my union is
Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and show y'all in a few minutes. Just a theory, because I think it is a possibility that Tariq was in on Ghost faking his death. I know a lot of people when they seen it, they don't believe it, but hey, after y'all get done seeing what I got to say, you might change your mind. You might see it. But yeah, let's see. It's been 3 minutes now, almost four, so I'm about to get ready to go ahead and start. For the other people, they're just gonna have to, maybe go back and retrack and watch the last screen once it's done for the parts that they missed. Uh, uh, I'm good, Anthony. How are you, bro? All right, so this here, what I have here on the screen here, people, is the Power Season 6 final episodes teaser trailer. Now, I don't know how long y'all been watching Power, or I don't know if you've been watching since the original or you caught up on it, or how invested you was to this. But I know I was very much into the show during the end of season 6. Like I've been a hardcore Power fan since like I started watching it in season 3. But this was a trailer that they released like shortly after Ghost got shot at the end of episode 10. And then they had like a little promo saying who shot James St. Patrick or who shot Ghost or whatever. So now I'm pretty sure most people, when including myself, when it first came out, they just looked at it as like, it was just a promo, but it's not nothing real. But I think in actuality, this was something kind of real that they were showing us, but at the same time, it was a symbol. It was like a hidden message that they knew we wouldn't take too serious. But in my opinion, I think this may have actually happened. And I'm gonna show y'all the teaser trailer real quick, and then I'm gonna explain a little bit more of what I mean.
Who shot James St. Patrick? We have several suspects, but only one person pulled the trigger. Maybe you know who did it, or maybe it was you. Shoot my own father? Look, I don't even know if he's okay. Why won't you tell me? I need to know. My family needs to know if my dad is alive or not. Someone shot Jamie? Good. He deserves to pay for what he did to Angelita. I've got nothing to confess. I confess. James and I have problems in our marriage. We lost our daughter, Raina. I just can't imagine what our lives would look like without him. Look, he needs to go, all right? I ain't got a reason to shoot him if I'm helping you. I guess I'll go back to being a civilian. How you figure this out? I'm running to be New York's first elected black governor. Why would I shoot him? Do you know something I don't know? Let me spell it out for you. Ghost is a drug kingpin with a long list of enemies. Any one of them could have shot him. I was this close to putting him away for life. If I had, this would have happened. Okay, that sounded like a confession, but it's not. If you knew anything, you know by now. I ain't no snitch. So if me talking is the best you got to figuring out who shot Ghost, you ought to know. I did not shoot James St. Patrick. If you know anything about the shooting of James St. Patrick, please call 1-833.
Okay, so that was the teaser trailer. Like we got a teaser trailer at the end of the last 5 episodes for this one as well. This was the teaser trailer for the last 5 episodes of the original Power. Now, how many of y'all actually remember that trailer? What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Man. It is. Did my bad about that. I forgot to clear the rehearsal. Shit, where's the uh what's up, Frederick? Appreciate you stopping through, man. But yeah, who remembered that trailer that I just played? If you don't remember, it's all good. But the reason why I played it and the reason why I'm asking is because like I was just saying before, for the people who may just not coming in, I believe it was a little bit more to that trailer than they was leading us to believe. I believe that this trailer here is showing us and foreshadowing what really took place. And what I mean by that is what I mean by that is that I think that that interrogation actually happened. Maybe not to the full extent of what they're showing us, because they kind of made it look more like a it was just a joke or whatever. But I think that the interrogation actually happened, and this is so. I believe all of them that you've seen just in that trailer was actually brought in. Because think about it, Ghost was the lieutenant governor nominee. If the lieutenant governor nominee gets assassinated, they're gonna definitely, go all out trying to figure out who did it. They're gonna get all the people who may had motive to do something to them, and they're gonna definitely do this. They're gonna interrogate them, right? They're gonna go hard. So clearly, Tasha had motive. Rashad did. His son Tariq, Paz, Tommy, all of them, right? So pretty much is what I'm saying is, if you pay attention, people, in the last 5 episodes of the original Power, if you pay attention, like for instance, Dre, Dre had his own episode showing his perspective. Paz did, Tommy, Rashad, and then the last one. I wonder which is most important. Folks need to pay attention. The last episode, which is episode 15, that is Tasha's perspective. It's not Tariq's perspective. It's Tasha's perspective, and I will show you how it's her perspective later. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because that would explain, if you pay attention, why all of the scenes are different. Like think about it. When all of these characters that's in this room pretty much are on screen together, the scenes were different. The dialogue was different. I know y'all had to have caught that, right? The reason why they were different is because it was someone telling that story. Whichever episode it was and whoever it was featuring, it was them telling that particular story. And I'm going to give y'all a few examples of what I am talking about. So, right here, you got Dre, right? But this comes from episode 10. That's another thing I need to put out there. Episode 10 is like what I would like to call the gospel, meaning whatever happened in episode 10, it actually happened. Yo, appreciate the super chat, Frederick. Big salute to you, bro. Um, so yeah, what I was saying is this comes from episode 10, right? Episode 10 is the only episode that you can say without a shadow of a doubt was the truth. You ain't got to worry about nothing like, dang, that looked a little off. That episode was clean, right? It was no funny looking acting, nothing. Reason being is because that's what really happened. Now, of course, a lot of things that they showed on episodes 11 through 15 was a lot of stuff that was off screen that they didn't show us in episode 10. And the reason being is because that was that individual telling that particular story. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this from episode 10 and show y'all examples of what I'm talking about. This is the truth right here, which is episode 10.
Cops got to me. But I know you killed him. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, you can play this whatever game, man. But it doesn't matter. I know shit about you and your son, and you got shit on me. I need to get the fuck out of town. I need money, Ghost. I got 250 bands. I need more than that, Ghost. Dre, that's what I got, okay? 250. Take it or leave it. And I gotta go get it, okay? So you meet me in an hour. I'll text you an address. No, hold on. How do I know I can even trust you? You don't have much of a choice, Dre. You came into my office asking for money. That's it. That's what you are. You're a wannabe gangster. A fucking wannabe. You had all the potential, Dre, but at the end of the day, you ain't got the shit to make it work. And fuck you! Yeah, fuck me. But you need me, Dre. Like you always do. So I'ma save you. Like the helpless little bitch you are. See you now.
I don't know about y'all, but that's like one of my favorite scenes from probably one of my favorite scenes of the whole Power period, to be honest with you. But
Cops got it to me.
Yeah.
Cops got it to me.
That is, you know what I'm saying? That is episode 10, right? And as you can see, the acting was stellar. What's up, champ? Appreciate you coming in, man. But as you can see, the acting was stellar. Nothing looked off. Dre's acting was cool. Ghost's acting was stellar for sure. Like, dude, he had the swag. You know what I'm saying? He had everything that we typically see from Ghost, right? Now, we're going to take a look at episode 11, which is supposed to be the exact same scene, the exact same moment, right? But you're going to see is definitely off.
250 bands. Man, fuck that. You ain't gonna lowball me with your son's life in the balance. That's what I got on hand. And I have to go to get it. Okay? We'll go get it. Right here? No. I'll meet you in an hour. Text you an address. Nigga, I don't trust you. Well, what choice do you have? You need the money. You got no choice. You need me off the witness stand. I'm disappointed in you, Dre. You had all the potential in the world, but at the end of the day, you just a wannabe gangster. You lie, you snitch, sell anybody the fuck out to get what you want. I learned from the best. I'll save you, little bitch ass, like I always do. Nigga, you ain't saving me. You're saving yourself.
All right. So, as y'all can see, that was episode 11. Now, as you can see on that one, Ghost acting was dry. He wasn't really trying. It's almost as if they just told Amari Harkwood, "Hey, I know this don't supposed to be your day on set, but can you come in real quick? We need to hurry up and film something." And he just said, "All right, man, dang." And he just came in. All right, you just a wannabe gangster, man. You lie, you cheat, you did. You know what I'm saying? He's dry. And I know when my brother watched it, he was asking me, he was like, "Bro, why are the scenes different? Why are they saying different things?" This is the reason why, people. The reason why is because it's an interrogation. They're showing you what the story Dre was telling. Keep in mind, if you've been watching since the beginning, people, they were all in the interrogation room, right? This is Dre telling his story. And in Dre's story, he's not about to make Ghost look like he's that dude like that. He gonna try to make himself look like he was that dude up in that office. He ain't about to tell Blanca like, yeah, Ghost was talking to me like a like a little punk. He ain't gonna do that. So as you can see on this episode 11 one, Dre was the one looking like he had to choose. But like I told y'all, episode 10 was the truth. Episode 11 was whoever was being featured, they exaggerated truth. Right? It's like what I always like to say. It's always three things, right? His side, your side, and the truth. So his side would be Dre's story. Their side would be like, say, if for instance, let's do one that all of them was in it. Let's say on episode 15, it would be a good example. This same thing happened in episode 15, right? Where Dre was in Ghost's office. So you would have Tariq's side, Dre's side, and then you had the truth. The truth is episode 10. Episode 11 will be Dre's side. Episode 15 will be Tariq's side. But the truth is episode 10. So that's how we need to be looking at it. Let me look at some of these chats. I think it was Dre, bitch. I'm supposed to be saying that. I think it was Dre B.A. perspective. In his mind, he was in the sun. Gangs. That's the truth, champ. That's what I'm saying. People be saying stuff differently. I'm late. I was trading crypto. It's all good, Takari, brother. Always good to see you. To show different perspectives. Exactly. You cooking, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Episode 10 more accurate. Yes. Sometimes his side can match up the truth. Yes. So Champ understands exactly what I'm talking about right now. The truth, like I said, is episode 10. Episode 11 was Dre telling his side of the story, but his side of the story was exaggerated. It wasn't necessarily accurate. Now, I'm going to show y'all another example of the exact same thing, but a different scene. What I have here is episode 10, which is the truth. And this is the scene where, Tariq was talking with Ghost in his hotel, and he was telling him, you confess first. Tell me about every kill, every murder. We say every drug deal. Start with Breeze. That's what he said to him. Now, keep in mind, this happened in episode 10, and this also happened in episode 15. Now, I'm going to show you all the differences, and then I'm going to, break it down like I did the other one.
Start with Breeze. I don't want to kill Breeze. I love Breeze. I was your age when I killed him. I killed Breeze because he got in the way of my future. What Kanan didn't know, what Kanan couldn't tell you, is that I gave Breeze one more chance. I asked him to change his mind. He didn't. So he forced my hand. Listen to me, son. I'm going to take you to the car.
All right, so that's what we have for episode 10, right? As you can see, Ghost acting stellar, looking like his normal self, nothing out of the ordinary. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to episode. We're going to go ahead and head to 15. Exact same scene, exact same moment. But I'm going to tell y'all something. This is Tasha's perspective. This is not Tariq. I'm going to repeat that. This is Tasha's perspective, not Tariq. And I'm going to prove to y'all how and why right after we look at it.
Demise, son. Huh? How many times I clean up your mess anyway? You want to be a man? You want to be a man? You clean up your own mess. Can't believe this. And I can't believe you got your sister killed. So we even. So, hey, I guess we both got to deal with what is. It's the least you can do for the family, Reek. In exchange, I get your light sentence. I don't know, probation even. Am I supposed to believe? Nigga, how many fucking times have you lied to me? Huh? I think I'm the one that deserves the benefit of the doubt here, don't you? You got no choice. We've done everything we can to protect you. I told your mother the same thing. We put out every stop. Nothing left.
All right. So, as you can see on this one, which is the exaggerated version of Tasha, Ghost is different. First off, the thing that's the most different that people probably didn't pay attention to is he's drinking on episode 15. As you can see, on episode 10, which is the real truth, he wasn't drinking. Ghost was calm, collective, being a loving father speaking to his son. And also, what you can see is that um Tariq was the aggressor. Tariq, this which is the truth. Episode 10, Tariq was talking to him, saying all kinds of crap, yelling at him and all kinds of stuff, right? But on episode 15, as you just saw, Tariq acting all calm. Man, you said you were gonna do this, you didn't do that. He wasn't like that for real. But who would lie when they're telling the story? The mama, because moms love to see they child as an angel, even if they child could be the damn devil. Like they can see no wrong in their child. A lot of moms are like that, and that's what Tasha was doing here, right? So that's the reason why these things are different, and it's making Tariq to look like the good guy. Joe, I didn't know I didn't play all that because I didn't want it to be too long. But for the people that's familiar with this episode, Ghost slammed them all on the ground, was talking stuff to him, telling them he'll kill him if he don't, do what he say, basically. When in actuality, none of that crap happened. They just is Tasha exaggerating, lying because she wants Ghost to look like the animal. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and go to the next one. Now, here's another thing that I want y'all to catch on to. As you can see, this first one here, this comes from episode 13. This is when Tommy first came in and saw that Ghost was laying on the ground and shot, right? As you can see, we can look all over. There is no blood on this ground. You just have a gunshot wound here, which is small, which can happen for, let's say, if you had on a bulletproof vest or you get shot with a rubber bullet or something like that. It can cause some bleeding, but it's not going to be, fatal. Anything like that in that nature, it can cause this. But, as you can see, it's not no blood on this ground. Now, let's go ahead and go to episode 15's exact same shot of this scene. As you can see, I know it's a little dark. I wish I can blow it up some. But if you can see right here in this area, in the background, there is blood all over the floor. There's blood there. Now, why would they have on this one no blood, but on 15 there's blood? Doesn't make sense, right? Think about that. One scene has blood on the ground, the other scene doesn't. You said Ghost got hit on his right side near his heart. Okay, I got a hater up in here. Josiah, that's what's up. Y'all welcome too, haters. I appreciate it. But anyways, like I said, as you can see, there's blood on this one scene. The reason why is because, like I told y'all, on 15, there's this is Tasha's version of it. She's telling the story of something that she didn't even see. Because if you pay attention on episode 15, I wish I would have put that up in here as well, but I don't have it in my slides. But Tariq came and looked down the balcony and saw Ghost down there, but Tasha had already left. She didn't even see this part. So that's probably why she was saying Ghost was laying on the ground, bleeding and all that. Also, another thing, all of these people that was in there, for Tasha's testimony, she had a full immunity. I wanted to put that out there too. That's my theory. I believe she had full immunity when she was doing this. There's 5 episodes left. Ghost not coming back. he's gonna let it go, fam. Why would Tariq help his own father? All right, ugly ass nigga. Anyways, like I said, so when he show up, what your little ugly ass gonna say then? Exactly, man. Shut your ugly ass up, man. But anyways, um, like I was saying, you see that it's blood here because Tasha's telling the story, and I'm pretty sure she was saying that it was blood there, although it wasn't. That would be the only explanation of why they would have blood on one scene and no blood on the other. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. It wasn't no accident. They have a whole department for continuity that makes sure they don't have mistakes like that. So I'm sure they purposely did that. And y'all think that these scenes were off like that for the little hater that's up in there. So you think these scenes were off like that just because they decided to do it like that? What's the explanation, they glad, nigga? And then outside of that, just because even if Ghost doesn't come back on in November, that doesn't mean he's still dead. Now, if Force comes and Force doesn't show him coming back, then you would be right. And I would be the first to say I was wrong. And all you glad niggas that was hating in the comments was right. But it's not going to happen because I guarantee you he's coming back. I can almost guarantee you he is. You can tell by how they're setting everything up. But ugly ass niggas like you know, y'all low IQ. Y'all just come on and want to hate on folks' platform. But anyways, what we have here is the scene right after Ghost Dre left his office. And what I believe happened here also, but this happened off screen. They didn't show us this. Immediately after Tariq left, he noticed that Tariq was probably up to something. I believe he went and checked that closet that Tariq put the gun in, right? So once he found out that Tariq had the gun up in there, that's when he decided, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to, make that. I'm gonna have to make some moves. Because keep in mind, what did Zion say on episode 3 about Ghost? He said Ghost knew how to fix a problem before it became a problem. It's the same thing applies here. He's seen it coming a mile away. So what ended up happening is he probably either what I believe happened. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get back to that. But he made a few calls during that time. He went and he made a few. Remember, he talked to Vincent and asked Vincent, could he get some burners in on the inside? That's because he was trying to contact Two Bit. He also called that security officer dude that he had. I don't remember his name, but the dude he was like, give the cops the footage of the guy coming on the rooftop. And that's because he was setting up Dre. He was trying to get Dre locked up. And once he got him locked up, he was going to have him killed while he was in prison. That's why he made that call to Two Bits. Originally, his plan was to have his fake death put on Dre. I think that was Tariq and his original plan, but Tasha messed it up by trying to put it on Q. She should have just listened to Tariq when he told him he had a plan, but she didn't do it. She went ahead and tried to put it on Q, and it backfired on her. All right, so back to this scene here. Let me read some of these chats. I don't believe that Tariq would help Ghost fake his death. However, it's okay to disagree without being all disrespectful. Facts, bro. Like if you disagree, bro, just say you don't believe it. It's all good. If they hating, you must be evident. On God, that's how it works, bro. When niggas come in and just start hating for no reason, you doing something right. I always said that and I always believed it. I live by it. If niggas just saying stuff about you negatively for no apparent reason, you made it in some kind of life, and they got some kind of thing that they envious about. And Tommy confirmed Ghost was dead earlier, man. It's done. Bro, Tommy done said this mind so ignorant. Like these folks love watching one habit. So Tommy done said this man dead, and he also said, I don't know, he may show back up as a live person. He also said that too. Like, bro, and then on top of it, low IQ people like you, if they're involved in the show and they're planning for a big grand intro for the biggest character of crime drama cinema history, you really think they're gonna just say, "Oh yeah, Ghost alive"? No, you idiots, they're gonna lie like they always do. Just like Unique said he was dead, right? Unique said he was dead. He did multiple interviews about it. And then what that nigga do? Show up at the end of the damn show. So shut your wig ass up, bro. It makes sense that it was Tasha's perspective because if you notice, Tariq just left his gun and chewed in his book bag like it was in episode 15. Yeah, and it's going to be a couple of other things. It's going to, like I said, it's a lot of things that's pointing out, showing that was Tasha telling the story. Some of this stuff seemed like a woman's telling the story outside of what a man would actually do. But anyways, um, this scene right here, uh, I believe Ghost told Tariq that he was aware that he put the gun in the closet and he confronted him about it. But of course, they didn't show us that. They didn't show it to the viewers. He told him, look, that's why on the end of the part, he was saying that if we work together, I know you can be the man that I want you to be. Now, granted, that was episode 15 coming from Tasha's perspective, but keep in mind, right after Tariq spoke with Ghost in this situation, he went right back to talk with Tasha and told her what had happened, right? My bad, I didn't mean to go that far. But he told Tasha what happened, and that's probably where she got that part of the story from. He was telling them, hey, Ghost said he would do this and he would do that, and he was starting the plan for these two was to get Tasha to believe that Tariq, that Ghost was actually going to be a threat to Tariq. And he also had to convince Tasha that he was actually gone. It had to stay between those two. He didn't want nobody else involved between them two. And I believe later on he told Tommy. But and originally it was just those two. That's the reason why it's called Exactly As We Planned. It wasn't. Think about it. It definitely didn't go the way Tariq and Tasha planned. Think about that. The title of this episode is Exactly As We Planned. Exactly as who planned? For the people that believe Ghost is dead, I'm pretty sure Tariq and Tasha didn't plan on Tasha ending up going to jail. So it didn't go exactly as they planned. Think about that. Now, if Tariq and Ghost worked together to help fake his death, that would go exactly as they planned. Now, I challenge y'all, as the viewers right now, just give me a good explanation of why that episode is called Exactly As We Planned. So yeah, anyone else, anyone in the comments, if you have something, please give it to me. Why was it called Exactly As We Planned if it wasn't talking about Ghost and Tariq? Because they're the only ones. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Didn't nothing happen exactly as Tommy planned. No one else in the show. But also, I wanted to point out the thing between Ghost and Tariq, where they had to convince Tasha that he was actually dead. Basically, really pushing on it. That's something in light of what we already seen before. Remember in episode 10 of season 2 of book 2 Ghost, what did Monet and Lorenzo have to do? They had to convince Mecca that Kane was actually planning to kill Lorenzo. So they also had to keep Kane in the dark too, and make him believe that he actually had to go through with killing his own father, right? It's the same thing with what they did with Ghost and Tariq with Tasha. It's the exact same thing. There's another parallel that I'm pretty sure nobody else caught. So I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like to me nobody else had a reason why they would name that episode that. I'm still waiting on it. I'm gonna get on to the next image. So right here, I seen a couple of other people breaking down um, why they think Ghost is still alive, which obviously I believe as well. But I believe they thinking of it about it in the wrong way. They said the reason why Ghost right here looked like he was confused because he was expecting to see Tasha, but it turns out it ended up being Tariq. Now, this is what I say the reason why he looked confused. Keep in mind, like been telling y'all, if you've been following the chat for a while, this is Tasha's perspective. That's why she told the story that Ghost turned around being confused that his son had walked behind, had came in. He's like, son, what are you doing here? The reason why it was like that is because Tasha's telling the story. She didn't know what happened. Why? Because she wasn't there. So it's that simple. Next. All right. So as we know, Tariq ended up, taking a shot at Tariq, taking a shot at Ghost right here. And keep in mind, like I said, she also didn't even see the shot. She came in afterwards. So she really don't know exactly what happened. Let's see. I don't know about Tariq and Tasha helping Ghostface. No, I didn't say Tasha's involved. I said Tariq. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there now. I didn't say nothing about Tasha, but I definitely still think he's alive. I'm gonna slide with Ramona one and the one security helping him. I believe it absolutely, no question about it. Ramona is in on it too. But that's not what this particular video is about, so I didn't really mention her. But I mean, just more proof for the guy that's trying to say that Ghost is dead. Think about this. Why has Ramona disappeared from the show? She just disappeared. It's crazy, right? Um, like every other character that wasn't dead, that didn't end up dying from the original power outside of Cristobal, but we know what happened to Cristobal. He went to jail, right? No, they at least came back, or you heard from them or something like that. Ramona is the only character since book 2 Ghost has just vanished. It doesn't make sense. The reason why is because she was in on helping Ghost fake his death. And I guarantee you when he comes back, Ramona is gonna come back. Champ, you said the DNC. What are you referring to? Would be the biggest spin in history, and they work together, which is more surprising. Exactly. Unreleased World. You said, and Uncle Gabe. You talking about? Yeah, he was in on helping them too. But like I said, this particular video, I'm basically only focusing on Tariq and Ghost. Now, here's more proof. If you can remember, on the season finale of Book 2 Ghost, this is when Tommy returned because he was trying to get Tasha. Remember this. And he was talking. Tommy was getting ready to go, and then Tariq was telling him, "Look, if you took out Tasha, it's not gonna solve your problems." And then Tommy basically said to him, "I want all the smoke." So, and then that's when Tariq replied to him, "Even if I can get, even if I can make it so we can both get what we want, right?" And then basically they staged the plan, as we know. They didn't tell us what the plan was, of course, because they don't want us to know that, they didn't want to give it away that he was about to help Tommy fake his death, just like he did with his father, people. Think about this. How the heck did Tariq just come up with a plan that brilliant out of nowhere on the fly like that? Come on, man. Tommy faked his death, as we all know. Now, this is factual. We all know Tommy faked his death. So it's no arguing about that. What do you think Tariq learned that from? Come on, most of the stuff that Tariq came up with, he learned it from his dad or Kanan. That's what he got it from, people. He just used the same tactic. He was like, look, my dad had to dip up out of New York because it was getting too high for him. I'm going to help you do the same thing. And that way you can leave my mama alone. You know what I'm saying? About something that didn't even happen. Ghost is alive, but my mama was in trouble because she didn't go with the plan. If she would have just listened to me and put it on Dre, this would have been done because Dre was dead. They couldn't prove, that it wasn't him. Now, granted, they did go home later and check his clothing to see that he didn't make no gunshots because he didn't have no gunshot residue or nothing, whatever it was on his clothing. But the thing is, they only went deeper into it and tried to check that out because Tasha was lying, and they were digging in deep on it. If they would have just if she would have just said straight up, it was Dre, and Tariq said it was Dre, they would have went with that and probably left it alone. But Tasha messed it up because she didn't trust what Tariq had planned. So now she ended up in prison, and they had to work to get her out. But yeah, he helped Tommy fake his death, and also, you know what I'm saying, helped Ghost fake his death as well. The Democrat guy, Stephen I, of course, yes, he was in on it too. I did a video already about all the people that was in on Ghost, faking his death. But I just wanted to do this one, particularly focusing on Tariq and how he did it. It's a lot of other people who helped Ghost fake his death, but Ramona and Ghost Security was still in Club Truth when everything happened. Very much possible that they were, because that would make sense of how the hell the ambulance got there so damn fast. So I definitely agree that they probably was still up inside. So moving along. All right. So here, this is when we get to the inheritance part, right? This is when Daniel Warren was basically, telling everyone what Ghost left them, right? Basically, they were saying that Ghost left, stuff for this, and that. That's when Tasha found out she didn't inherit a damn cent. And Tariq thought he was all set and good because a part of their original plan is when he was telling him to help him, with his plan, he told him he would give him the money. So that's the reason why Tariq went along with the whole plan. He was like, okay, so you're going to get out of my life and I get to get the inheritance. And Ghost tell him, yeah, that's what the the deal is. But what he didn't know is that Ghost pulled the okie doke on him. He was like, yeah, glad nigga, you gonna get it. But after you finish college, glad nigga. And that's why we get this confusing look on Tariq's face here. He like, hold on. That ain't glad nigga done finesse me. Yeah, he did, glad nigga. And as petty as Ghost is, that man probably told the attorney, hey man, make sure you record that nigga face. So what I can see it later once he found out he still gotta go to college. Go somewhere like Gotti. We're looking at that picture. And then another thing, y'all. I know this is a little bit off topic, but at the same time, it's not. Come on, y'all. Look at that letter. I knew you'll end up here, little nigga, right where you belong. There is no way this nigga thought of that ahead of time. Come on. There's no way. Especially with the Yaz thing, too. You're telling me, for the people that believe that Ghost is dead, so you're telling me that this man planned for all the way ahead and said that if somebody attacking the family, Yaz was going to be adopted and have her name changed and placed with a good family. Even Tariq doing that moment was like, hold on, this ain't glad nigga playing all that. That's crazy. But the thing is yes, he did plan all that, but Tariq also knows that, he's alive. You know what I'm saying? Tariq's confused look was like, so this nigga really making moves out here. And like I noticed a great channel, Universal Power. He actually pointed out if you pay attention throughout the episodes, it do look like at certain times somebody be watching Tariq. I must concede to that and agree with him on certain things. Now, other people I think be doing a little too bit too much saying it's goes watching them, but I believe in those particular moments that he's talking about, especially when he was at that grave site, somebody was absolutely watching Tariq when he was at the grave site in season 1 of book 2 goes. Like it's clear as day. What up, gaming? Yeah, so moving along, this is another thing I wanted to point out. So, as y'all can see, this past well, I'm saying past year like this year is over, but earlier this year because Michael Rainey has now cut his hair again. But as you can see, he grew his hair out. This man has been having waves in his head. Excuse me. He's been having waves in his head for since we known him, right? And then all of a sudden he grows his hair out on the last season of Ghost. I don't think it's just a coincidence, people. Oh, he just decided to grow his hair out. No. The reason why this nigga has hair now is because Book 2 Ghost, I think on the last episode, is gonna do a time jump. And once they do a time jump, you know, the best way to show old time has passed, give him some hair. Maybe you might even see some facial hair on him. Maybe. Not exactly sure. But you know, growing the hair out is clear as day. Okay, yeah, some time has passed. How his hair get that long? So that's what they're showing. And don't be surprised if Tariq ends up in prison at the end of this season. And in my opinion, what I think could very much happen, and I've been saying this since the beginning of this season has been advertised. Um, I believe that once Tariq goes to jail, or he may not even go to jail, but I do think that there's going to be a point of time that Tariq is Ghost is going to pop up on Tariq once thing is gone, is all settled, and that's when probably when he's in jail. Like I said, I believe the nigga gonna go to jail this the end of this season, and don't be surprised if it's for the murder of Celine. But Ghost is gonna pop up on him, and he's gonna have a real talk with him this time. It's not gonna be just that letter saying, "I knew you would end up here again, little nigga, right with your little glad below." He's gonna have a real talk with him, and he's gonna be like, "Look, this is the reason why I didn't want you in this game. When I was saying I was trying to protect you from a life of misery, these are all the things that I already went through that I was trying to protect you from." And you, back in season 5, if you can remember, season 5 of the original Power, episode 5, it was titled Happy Birthday, when Ghost was picking Tariq up from Choke, and he was taking him home for his birthday. And he said he heard that Tasha told you about the story about how we came up. And then Tariq asked him, "Is it true?" And he said, "Well, that's your mother's side of the truth." And he said, "One day when you're older, I'll give you my side of the truth." This is that time, people. When Tariq is in jail and he's probably thinking it over, or maybe let's say he don't go to jail. Let's just say he doesn't, but Ghost still pops up on him. Let's say Ghost may pop up to save him from a dire situation or whatever. And then he's talking to him now. Either way, Ghost is going to have this talk with him. And he's going to be like, "This is how I grew up." And he's going to give him the origin story. And I believe that's when Power Book, whatever it's going to be, Origins will begin. I mean, of course, it's not going to come into 2026 from what we've been told, but I think we're going to get a slight preview of what is going to be covering. That's what I believe is going to happen. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe it don't even happen at the end of Ghost. It could happen at the end of Force. Because, like I keep telling people, if Ghost book two Ghost ends without him showing up, it doesn't mean he's not coming back because we still have Force. Force is going to air next year in the summertime, from what I've been hearing. So I know we're going to have a long wait, which sucks. But yeah, summer of 2025 is when Force is set to air. That's when when we can 100% rule out if he doesn't show up, that Ghost is gone and not coming back. But I believe it's a great possibility that he's showing up this particular season of Ghost because, or even if they don't necessarily show him, they're gonna give us a major hint, letting us know he is alive, something like that. Because if you watch that interview, I watched it myself. It was an interview. I forgot the lady's name that was giving the interview, but she had Tariq with Michael Rainey, Tasha, and Auntie Janet on her panel, right? And she was interviewing them, and she was telling them, asking them to, without giving things away, of course, can you kind of give us something of what to expect towards the end of this season? And pretty much Tasha was saying that the fans is going to get everything that they've been wanting and they've been looking for. So, get ready. She said, y'all going to be very satisfied with how it ends. What other thing have the fans been wanting the most besides the return of Ghost? Think about that. She basically said it without saying it. And then people, but this is the thing, they know it's people that still want going to be on the fence, so they ain't got nothing to worry about. The only other thing that I can say that maybe she's saying that they're going to give you everything that we wanted, that a lot of fans may want, is maybe the death of Tariq. That's the only thing that I can think of that maybe would satisfy certain fans, a lot of fans, other than the return of Ghost. But now a lot of people has became fans of Tariq, so I don't even think that would match it. Like Tariq has a large fan base now. Everybody hated him in the original Power, but since Ghost came out, people love him. He said Ghost left the show because of a contract dispute. He's so big that he can come back in the last episode with no explanation needed, and the world will rejoice. Facts. I agree that they had contract issues. And here's another thing that to prove what Takari is saying is true. When Ghost first, he did multiple interviews about this as well. When Ghost first started off filming for Power, his budget was $150,000 an episode. Now, of course, to ordinary people, we're like, well, that's good money. Sure, it is. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, people, please. But that's good money, no doubt about it. However, if you compare it to the other big stars of Hollywood, other TV stars, that's nothing. It's like, and I'm pretty sure he didn't mean no harm. He wasn't throwing no shots at Angela Bassett when he said this. But Angela Bassett gets paid $250,000 per episode for 911. And Cookie, Taraji P. Henson to play Cookie in Empire, she was getting paid 180. Now let's just be real. Power is bigger than both of those shows. And yet Amari Hargreaves, like he said, is the face of the network of stars, and that is no lie whatsoever. I didn't watch Stars at all, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in the live right now agrees with me. Who else watched Stars before Power? Nobody watched Stars. They didn't even have an app until the show Power came out. So every time they advertise in Power, it'll say watch our original series Power. The face on it, Amari Hardwick. On all over the billboards here in LA when Power was airing. Amari Hardwick everywhere. He was the face of the network, like he said. And he did deserve the money that he was asking for, at least more than $150,000. So another thing that's key that people probably don't know is he signed with CAA, which is the biggest acting agency in the world. He signed, but he didn't sign with them, I think, until the beginning of season 6, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when the contract conflict started to happen. Because CAA, they're not going for no $150,000. Like they get their clients top dollars. So they were like, no, he needs to be getting paid more. And since they couldn't agree on something, they probably decided to kill his character off temporarily until they were able to come up with, a solution. But the way they did it was so that he can always come back. Let's see. Yo, what up? What's up, gaming? I spoke to you already. I'm pretty sure it's a black Jeep that stay watching. Yeah, I noticed that damn black Jeep too. That's crazy. Tariq hated ghosts. He wouldn't help his own dad fake his death. You came in late gaming. I kind of already covered that of why he would though. If Ghost is alive theory was true, he'll have a heart attack and break down. I mean, like I said, I can't say 100% Tariq helped him, but I think it's a high possibility. If you would have seen the entire thing, you would get why I'm saying this. But it would take forever for me to break it all back down for you again. But basically, Ghost promised him he would get out of his life and give him that, give him his inheritance and let him live his own life. But pretty much Ghost hit him with an okie doke, said you'll only get that once you finish college with a 3.5 GPA. Long story short. But I basically broke down all the clues of how you can basically prove it's a good possibility that Tariq was in on it. Ghost should have told him from the beginning after he shot Ray Ray. Why continue to lie at that point? I agree with that. He should have went ahead and told that nigga. No doubt about it. I think Tariq gonna be enforced. It is a good chance he will. I mean depth of knowing. What do you do? I'm not getting what you mean now. I don't care about stars until power. Exactly, bro. Nobody watched stars until power. He was literally the face of the network. And he is not lying when he say that. Like he said, Angela Bassett was great. Is great. I'm saying it like she's gone or something. Angela Bassett is great. Taraji P. Henson is great. But they're not, I'm just being honest, they're not ghosts, bro. They wasn't nearly as big as the character Ghost. Like it's people that don't even watch Power, but they know who Ghost is. You know what I'm saying? They know, oh yeah, that's that dude from that show Power. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Even if they don't watch the show. That's how big and iconic his character is. So he was the face of the network. So he absolutely deserved to be getting paid $150,000 per episode. It's hyper it's hypocritical how Mary J. Blige gets paid $400K every season, which counts as book two, but Omari gets paid less. That's true, but keep in mind that show came much later. And I mean, Mary J. Blige does bring a large fan base to the show. I mean, that's just true. Mary J. Blige has a big fan base, so that's what that was about. But yeah, of course, like when Amari Huggery returns, he's gonna get a big payday. You said fans wanted Tariq to die. I said no, we want Noma to die. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, everybody want Noma to die. I agree. She got to get out of here. But I'm just saying though, it's still people that's salty about Tariq shooting goals. It's a lot of people like that I encountered that be saying that. So some people may think that okay, we finally got what we wanted. Tariq died, but I don't think that's what the case is. The only thing that Notori could possibly be talking about is the return of Ghost. Like I don't see nothing else that could potentially match what she was talking about. So I mean, that's pretty much the end of of the big lecture I just gave out for the people that basically saying that Tariq absolutely was in on the ghost faking his death. I mean, y'all can y'all can give the verdict. Shoot, y'all the jury. So y'all let me know. Was Tariq in on it? Yes or no? Or do you say, or if there's a gray area for you, you're like, you know what? After that, I think it's a possibility, but I'm not exactly so. Y'all let me know. I don't think Ghost is coming back at this point, but if I'm wrong and he does return, it has been written well. It makes sense. Yeah, this is the thing, bro. They use it like it's crazy because it's really crazy. It was genius how they did this because think about it. They kept on giving loopholes that looked like Ghost was gonna return. Then they knew niggas like me was gonna be advertising it on YouTube and stuff. They getting free publicity to keep on holding back. They doing the same thing. If you pay attention, people, they doing the same thing with Breeze. Think about this. We've been hearing about Breeze for 10 seasons, and I ain't seen a lick of that nigga. But niggas like me been advertising, saying it from the longest. Like, man, Breeze coming, Breeze coming. But this nigga, bro, why can y'all please like the video? Like, I don't have like 30 people up in here. There's 11 likes. Come on, man, niggas. 30 people and no and only 11 likes, 12 now. Like that's crazy. But yeah, they did the same tact. They're doing the same tactic with Breeze. They're saying and then the only difference is we know for a fact that Breeze is coming, but they keep on, postponing, holding back on us. Like at this point, bro, I'm starting to think Breeze might not even show. It's possible that Unique might not be him. I don't know. They might be pulling another Okie though, because at this point, the way I'm seeing Raising Canaan being written, he may not show up in Raising Canaan, people, because it's Raising Canaan is going 5 seasons, and then of course we're gonna get Origins. And from what I heard, Origins is going to be based around Tommy and Ghost, of course, Kanan, and how they was being raised around Kanan and Breeze. So if that part, I don't know if that's 100% true, but if that part is true, so that means Breeze is going to still be alive doing Origins. So that means that if that's the case, if Breeze is going to be alive doing Origins, that means there's no way Amari Hawker is playing the younger version of himself, because that means it would take place during his teenage years, and there's no way he can play his teenage self. So, but it could, I mean, that could not be true. It could take place in the 2000s. Like it could take place like the rise of Ghost, which, in my opinion, I think that would make a better story. The rise of Ghost. Like you could, or they could do it like they could do it similar to how BMF is done. You know how BMF got Meech up in there. You got young Meech, and they doing the story, and then every once in a while they'll show, you know, the older Meech, showing him talking with his people and stuff like this around now. Later on, so they could do that. Like they show Tommy and Ghost around each other now, and then also giving us the story of how they came up. They could do it like that. Get some younger actors to play them, and they also be around to play themselves. So I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna do that, but yeah, like I said, me personally, I hope they give us Breeze in season 5. I really do. I mean, in Raising Canaan, but um, at the same time, though, if Raising Canaan is only going 5 seasons, then that means we only can get Breeze for 2 seasons at the most. So that kind of don't make sense. for a character so big that we've been hearing about to only be in the show for 2 seasons. So maybe he won't show up in Raising Canaan. Yeah, exactly. Breeze, he said Breeze on the way. Facts. Yeah. People were saying he was still alive, and I didn't believe it. I ended up being wrong. Who knows? You might end up being right on Ghost being alive. We'll know when the show comes back. Yep. I hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate it. I still think 50 Cent gonna troll us on the reveal of Breeze. Well, he definitely got us in season 3. Cause bro, I just knew that they glad they were gonna show up in season 3. And to be honest with you, I just knew this nigga Ronnie was him. But I don't know if any of y'all know anything about this. And to be honest, I suppose that Ben did some research, but I didn't do it yet. But I was supposed to did research on if there's some kind of, if there's something that basically caused a person that maybe been traumatized to become a person that they hated the most or something like that. Like, is there any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Is there anything that can happen to someone that basically cause? I'm pretty sure it's a word for it, but I don't know the word for it. But basically, I believe Unique, if he does turn out to be Breeze, he's gonna become Ronnie. Because like I said, I did a lot of videos on it. Ronnie had all of the characteristics that they said Breeze had. The strong but not smart thing, being stuck in his ways, um, like the nigga just used to show up, pop up, and disappear like Ghost did. So of course that would be the reason why he gave Ghost that name. You know what I'm saying? So I think this nigga Unique, and also they said that he used to watch his shows and watch TV at night, just like they were saying Breeze used to do. Unique said that. So this is my thing. I think it's possible that this nigga Unique might. It's either he despised of Ronnie so much that he ended up becoming him. Because sometimes when you can't stand somebody so much, similar to Tariq and now Diana, they can't stand their parents so much just to become just like them. We could see the same thing go on with Unique. He ended up becoming just like Ronnie. And then this nigga started watching Jeopardy and shit like that, and he becomes Breeze. Let's see. If Origin starts in 2000s, then it will start with Breeze already dead. Facts. Yeah, because Breeze is going to be dead in like 96, 97. Because Breeze is dead in the 90s. Right. Yeah, trauma can turn you into a narcissist. Exactly. So that's what I think is going to happen with um, that's what I think is going to happen with Unique if he indeed turns out to be Breeze. So Unique going to be eating Cheerios every episode. I don't know if he's going to be eating the Cheerios or not. Hey, you may never know though. Who knows? His land might decide he want Fruit Loops. But all I'm saying is, I think it's a possibility that nigga might become him. Kanan became like Rock, and he hated her for lying. Exactly. We don't seen it too many times. Tariq became Ghost. Diana is becoming Monet. Kanan became Rock. We don't seen it. We got multiple examples of it happening already, and all of them are related. Unique and Ronnie are related. So you may see that nigga become him. Here's an interesting topic. Cause some people ask me, and to be honest, I don't really know. But I'm gonna ask y'all: how y'all think Unique is gonna be towards his family once season 4 air? Like, is he gonna still be a loving father and still mess with Vanessa, or you think he gonna just totally change and be now he's just an asshole? All right, bro. Have a good Bible study. All right. For my 20 viewers that's still on here, I mean, if y'all have any other questions or, anything else that y'all want to just say, now is the time you can go ahead and say it. Because I'm about to go ahead and end this live. Let's see. I think Unique will be dealing with PTSD and become a different person. Yeah, he's definitely gonna become a different person for sure. Appreciate you. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to say that name, but hey, definitely appreciate you. I'm just gonna call you G. Salute to you, my boy. Yeah, but yeah, it was definitely said that Unique is gonna be different from what we knew him from. So he's not gonna be that this swagged out, cool, collective dude that we knew him to be. He's gonna be like more so. Um, he's gonna be more so I think the nigga gonna be crazy as hell. Like he gonna be always paranoid, thinking somebody after him and stuff like that. And he probably gonna be like super cutthroat. Like any level of disrespect that he might feel, I think he gonna like you out of here. That's who I think he gonna become. So, any more remarks and stuff, or anything y'all want to get out? You got some questions or whatever? Definitely go ahead and feel free to go ahead and get them in before I get up off here. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like. Like I got 21 people in here right now, but I only got 16 likes. I know for sure at least 30 to 40 people that came in here. I got 16 likes. Come on, people. 22 people now. But yeah, so I'm assuming don't nobody got no questions tonight. I'm gonna give it like maybe another minute. I don't get no response. Okay, he said unique being Breeze would be crazy as well. So he mentored James and gave him the name Ghost, and then ultimately got popped by a student. Could be, bro. Because some of the stuff do make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if he, because like I said, Ronnie for sure fit the description, and I think it would make sense that a relative could end up becoming just like him. Because I just think it wouldn't make sense for them to have another character just pop up out of nowhere and then be exactly like Ronnie or very similar. It would make more sense that another relative of his was ends up becoming just like him. What is your take on Monet's ending for the second half of season 4? Jail. I think her ass is gonna be in jail at the end of the gen. Yep. That's my that is definitely my prediction for her. She's going to jail. Now, what exactly she's gonna go to jail for? Not exactly sure yet. I think it's possible. I can give you a couple of I can give you a couple of reasons that I think Monet could go to jail. I can either see her taking the route for something that Diana did and she just took up for her because she wanted to, make the ultimate sacrifice for the family and goes to jail. Or I know I'm almost certain that I believe Kane is gonna kill Drew. I done made a couple of videos about that, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. And maybe Monet might go after Kane, and whether she successfully kills Kane or maybe even attempt to kill him, and gets caught, she could go to jail for that. But I do think ultimately it's going to end with Monet in jail. I think Unique being a fan favorite the way that he is, would only make sense for the showrunners to make him exactly. Everybody loves Unique. Unique Unique is almost a low. What he's not. I ain't gonna say he's quite as lovable as Ghost, but he's definitely in the top five favorite power characters. Like people definitely love him. So yeah, it would make sense for them to go ahead and just turn him into Breeze. And I know a lot of people have been saying, why would they have somebody have a different name then show up to be Breeze? Well, shit, Milan said that his name was what was the Milan name when he first showed up? Uh, Dean. Milan first introduced himself as Dean, then he turns out to be Milan, right? Jason Mitchell first introduced himself as Chicago, right? Before we seen him, we kept hearing Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. Then turns out to be Jason Mitchell. So we don't seen this a couple times for the people to say. And I believe the exact same thing is going to happen with Breeze. Keep in mind, Unique has been saying that his name don't hold any weights in the streets. Remember, he said that I think season 2. So it would make sense for him to maybe change his name. If it wasn't if it wasn't for the shows being in two different eras, imagine young Kanan meeting Tariq. uh, it would be wild. That would be a dynamic duo too. That'd be crazy. Both of them can't stand their parents because they stay capping. Yeah. Only way Unique being Breeze works if he only goes out at certain times. Only those he trusts know he is unique. I believe that's gonna happen, bro. Think about it. When the intro that we got for unique returning, um, he could have showed up when they was killing Ronnie. Cause I'm pretty sure I believe if I guarantee y'all when season 4 returns of Raising Canaan, it's gonna show us a flashback scene that he had a meeting already prior to that with Canaan and told Canaan everything that's going on, that Ronnie was ugly as hell and tried to kill him, and that he was a threat, that you need to take him out. I guarantee you he told him that. So he could have came, and showed up at the warehouse and killed Ronnie himself. But I think the reason why he did that is because he didn't want. But it's possible Rock may know he's alive too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but maybe Rock. But I'm pretty sure he didn't want, since he found out that Howard was going to be there. He didn't want Howard to know he's alive. He didn't want Howard to know. He didn't want Marvin to know, or any of the other people that's going to be in that facility. That's the reason why he didn't show up until everybody else had cleared out, because he's going to go into hiding. He's going to let very few people know that he's unique, just like Ghost did in Power. People knew him as James St. Patrick, but very few knew him as Ghost. Uh, he did go see Kanan in the daytime, but popped up later at the warehouse after Ronnie got killed. Yeah, that's what I think he did. Y'all remember the leak photo that came out and it showed Unique going into the apartment? I believe that was him. That's a flashback scene that they're going to show us probably in episode 1 of Raising Canaan season 4, and it's going to show that he went to talk to Canaan, and that's when they staged the plan. Canaan also made everyone think he was dead and hid out with Jukebox and changed his name to Slim. Exactly. I don't know how I didn't think of that one, but exactly, bro. And then think about it. Tasha was hearing about Slim. Tommy was hearing about Slim. They just knew him as Slim. They didn't know who it was. And it's going to be the exact same thing with Breeze. Change his name from Unique to Breeze. Come on, people. And for all the people that's saying that, it doesn't make sense. The show has shown us numerous of times that people have shown up with different names, and then later on, they reveal what their real name are. Let me try to think, is it another example of that? I mean, kind of, you could say that with the Jimenez. I mean, not Diego kept his same name, but they didn't even know about Elisa. They was calling the Jimenez brothers, but it's actually it was a woman. It was a brother and sister. So they don't have people, hiding their names all over the show. Hmm. Man, I was definitely hoping Raising Candy was coming after book 2 goes too, man. I don't know about y'all. I'm so it's like I be going back and forth on what my favorite one spinoff is between Ghost and Raising Canaan. And then like I told y'all recently, I took it a liking to Force now more so than I did at first. I think I still think Ghost and Raising Canaan is better than Force, but I do think this. I think each show has their own thing. But if we can have this little quick debate real quick if y'all want to on which show y'all think is the best for the people that's up in here. But I'm gonna give my take on it. In my opinion, overall, not saying it's my favorite 100%, but overall, which one I think is the best show, that would be Raising Canaan, hands down. Because Raising Canaan got a great story. All the actors on there are good. Because like the other shows do have they share of bad actors. That's not as great. And then, okay, we got one vote for Raising Canaan already. Yeah. Only one who didn't change their name was Tommy. He faked his death and went to another state and said his name out loud. Right. That nigga should have said, "Yo, I'm Jim. You should have been Jim up in Chicago, Tommy. Come on, man." Okay, so Marcus says Raising Canaan, then Ghost, then Force. I might agree with you, bro. Like it be shifting for me with Ghost and Raising Canaan, but this is kind of the what separates it. Like I said, Raising Canaan has a great storyline. I haven't really seen any dents in Raising Canaan's writing. Like I can name numerous of dents up in the original Power writing. I can name a couple of in Ghost writing that's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of bad acting. And then like, bro, it's how they dig. I love how they add like the stuff that they do with Raising Canaan. It adds up. Like some of the stuff with the other shows don't quite add up. And you'd be like, oh, okay, that's an error. Like Ghost got a lot of errors that I can name right now, along with the original Power. Ghost and Raising Canaan are tied for me in my opinion. Yeah, it's close. I definitely think it's close. Now, the only thing I'll say that Force got over them is they got the most iconic character, of course, because they got Tommy over there. So that's what's holding it down for Force. But as far as how good the show is overall, like I said, I think Raising Canaan gets it as far as how good the show is. Now, if we talking about which one is my favorite, then Raising Canaan and Ghost can go neck to neck. But if I don't know, if you just said, hey nigga, you gotta pick, I might pick Raising Canaan, bro. Let's see. None of the spinoffs compete with OG Power. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Raising Canaan is better than the original Power. I'm not saying that. But I am saying if you okay, I'm put it this way. If we're looking at it from a perspective of simply not how much we like the show, how much we fell in love with it, not that, just simply of how good the show is, off the writing, the cinematography, and all of that. I think Raising Canaan is the best one still because, like I said, it doesn't have any holes. The writing doesn't have any holes, and also that it's not no bad actors. I can name numerous of bad actors in the original Power. In the original Power, you got Lala. Lala is a terrible actress. I'm sorry, but she is. Who else was it? Raina, even though she's a kid actor, but I'm just saying she wasn't too strong. Who else wasn't too great as an actor up in the original Power? That's them the first two I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure it was more than that. And then there's a lot of holes up in the writing for the original Power that I can name right now that just doesn't add up. Uh, he said the '90s signal take Raising Canaan over the top. Yeah, that's true. OG Power was unrealistic at times. Tommy be getting into shootouts with mother that not get a single scratch. Facts. Like a very, I could tell you a very unrealistic shootout that Tommy had. There is no way that can happen in real life. That Joe Proctor scene, bro, was very iconic. Like I love the ending of it. Like I just loved how it ended. He was like, Tommy, um, Proctor's like, this ain't effing over, and then he's like, it is for you, and then he shoots him. I mean, I love the scene, but let's be real, that was very unrealistic. How you come in with an assault rifle like that, shoot up the whole place, shooting that many shots? This nigga cleared out two rounds, and don't nobody. You in a nice neighborhood like that, and don't nobody call the cops. Like Tommy was in there for a little minute. He would have got caught, bro. There's no way he would have got away with that. Faxion Champ. Okay, Sack's daughter. Young Champ, what do you mean about Sack's daughter? First off, Sax didn't have a daughter. I'm thinking you're talking about his niece, Riley. That's what you're talking about. And me personally, I don't know if I ain't paid that much attention to her, but I don't think she was just necessarily a bad actress. I saw some comments saying Tariq and Kanan were bad actors. Are we talking about young Kanan or are we talking about 50 Cent Kanan? Now, I will say about young Kanan, I don't think he's a bad actor, but what folks be on him about is him trying to, keep the accent for, talk like how 50 Cent actually talks. But I'm going to say this too. It's crazy. The character that played him, what's his name? Makai Curtis. He's the weakest actor of Raising Canaan, but he's still better than the worst actors of the original Power. The original Power. Let's see. Tommy, a cartoon character. He definitely is. Police never came. Right. There's no way that nigga's supposed to get away with that. Vincent had the opportunity to pop Tommy at gunpoint and was running his mouth about Tariq. Right. No, get well in the real life, the nigga ain't doing that. Not Sachs, Proctor daughter. Okay, so you're saying Proctor's daughter was a bad actress. Yeah, she wasn't the greatest, but I try not to be too hard on the younger ones because the young the young actors and stuff and actors. Because Tariq wasn't that strong when he first started either at certain scenes. Like I think he was good at like being a being a kid, but like when it was time season three, when it was time for him to like kind of be a tough guy, when he was like talking bad to the kids at the school and stuff like that, those things weren't that strong. Will Tariq find out about all the fake stuff Tasha did? Bro, I hope he does. I've been talking about that too. I really hope he does. And I hope he realized that, man, go I understand why Ghost did all the stuff he did. Like women sometimes be on one. And I just didn't get it. Like you saw when that man was bugging out in season three talking about his mama was the mastermind behind all that. Ghost was the one messed it all up. She was the thinker. Well, like, Tariq, what kind of simp ass shit you talking about, man? No, she went. Anyways, though, proud to daughter, bad actor, and Vincent. Vincent, let's see. I don't know. I ain't paid that much attention to him. I'm gonna say this: he ain't so bad to the point that I noticed it. Like if they really bad, I'm gonna definitely notice it. Yeah, Raina was terrible. That's why I noticed it with her and pointed it out. Real Cristobal show up in any spin out? That is a good question, bro. And you ask me, I think they should. Like, why just write him off like that? Like this nigga been on Tyler Perry shows doing weird shit. Tariq never knew Tasha was smashing his best friend's shot. That's crazy too, bro. Right? Like, I wish Ghost had revealed it in season six. No, he didn't want to. Because what's the point of it? Like, that's his son trying to like. You ain't trying to compete with a woman saying, "Oh, your mama wasn't too good either. She was smashing Sean. Did you know that? Like that's women shit." Tariq was on some son husband BS. Kane and Tariq was mama's boys. They definitely were. That's why they chose the woman they have. Yep. What about Jason? You think he was a decent as was he decent as an actor? Jason, I think Jason is a good. I think look, it's certain characters that I think aren't bad actors, but they weren't fitting for the role that they were given. And I'm gonna give you a few examples. Jason is one of them, and I'm gonna give you another one. The guy, what's his name? What's his name? The bald headed guy that was the dang, what's it called? The same position that Sykes had before he got fired. The and Angela had the same position too. You know what I'm talking about. I think his last name was Warren too, but I'm trying to remember his first name. The bald headed guy. Anyways, y'all know who I'm talking about. You should on season six. I think he's not a bad actor, but I don't think he was good at the role that he had. Dre was goaded for his acting skills because the world hated him. You know what? Rotimi was good, bro. Rotimi was a good actor. And it's crazy. It was said that he was supposed to have been part of a spinoff, but he declined. And I'm pretty sure he probably regretted that now. But hey, Kane, Tariq, Kanan, and Tommy are all mama's boys. Yep. Lauren was the best thing that ever happened to Tariq, but he settled for a dirty Diana and Effie. Well, I don't think he settled for it. He was forced to settle. Shoot, he didn't have no choice because Lauren wasn't about that life and the lifestyle that he was caught up in. You know, he couldn't be with her and have that lifestyle. Since history repeats itself, Lauren might end up being a fed in Tariq's life. Bro, I've been saying for months now that they ain't gonna show Lauren at all in season four. I said this before season four aired, that she's gonna disappear because they're gonna want us to forget her, and she's gonna pop up later on in one of the spinoffs. Like If Tariq was to survive, which I think he probably will, um, they're going to the first season of whatever the new spinoff is going to be. More than likely, Lauren may not even show up on that first season. Maybe she won't. Maybe if she does, it's probably going to be towards the end of it. And I think she's going to just pop up on it, similar to how Angela did to Ghost in season one of Power. I believe they're going to do the exact same thing with that. Just wanted to say hello. All right. Appreciate that, Juanita. As always, y'all showing love. Rumor says book two was supposed to be Dre's show. Hey, I do know they were trying to give him a spinoff. What was it supposed to have been book two or not? I don't know. JP ain't got no ain't got no niggas. What the hell? Hey, we ain't trying to see all that anyway. But yeah, he don't. You right. They ain't show. Yeah, he right. Drew a player out here. This nigga JP, he lacking. Imagine Lauren shows up like Angela did in OG season one, but she arrests Tariq on the spot. Dang! And Tariq rejects her advances, showing he is better than his pops. Hey, that's crazy. But I can definitely see something like that happening. um, well, I'll for sure give it like at least another 20 more minutes, maybe, unless it get too dry and I'm jump off here. Will my boy Davis make it out? I was gonna make a separate video about it, but I guess I can go ahead and discuss it. Originally, I thought he was gonna get taken out, but I think now he's gonna make it because I think it is a great possibility. Because I'm pretty sure the Power Universe is expanding heavily, and they're not gonna just do one more spinoff or even two. I think they're gonna give us probably similar to how they did at the end of OG Power. They're probably gonna give us like 3 to 4, maybe even 5 more shows. And with that being said, I know I said this a couple times, and folks were trying to act like, I was crazy for saying what I said. Um, I think that influence will be brought back, and if it does, I think Davis will be part of influence. Because, like I've been telling people, I made a video about this. If you pay attention, all of the public figures of Book Two Ghost has disappeared. Think about that. They have been non-existent outside of Davis, of course. Stephen Ott hasn't shown up. Simon Stern hasn't shown up. RSJ has just disappeared. Ramona, of course, she's been gone, but I'm just saying, Ramona still hasn't shown up. Who else? All the people that are public, Rashad hasn't been shown up. I mean, of course, we're going to get him in at the end of season 5, but I think that's because he's going to be the face of influence. So think about this. I think they took out all of those type of characters for a reason because, oh yeah, also law enforcement. Blanca Rodriguez was in one episode, and it was a very small scene. Then they told us that Jennifer Sullivan, left New York to go chase mobsters. So now she's, I would say, now on the show. Trust me, all of those characters are gonna go to another show, and I think it's gonna be influence. Kane gonna kill him over over Cuckoo. That was my original thought too. I was thinking that originally Kane would kill him over Noma, but I'm starting to lean more towards he probably gonna see it for what he really is. He probably like, man, Noma ain't Noma for the streets. I'm just gonna use her for what I can use her for, and let it go. He said, if Diana survives along with the baby, I can see her raising her child alone, similar to Rock raising Kanan by herself, show hints at her becoming like Monet. Yeah, that's what I said in my other video too. If the baby survive, I do think she's gonna run off with it. That's what that would make sense of them putting it in her description. Her trying not to become her mama, but we all know she had Zeke and then by herself and didn't tell the father and lied about it. So that would definitely add up. But I'm gonna say this: if that do happen, who knows? We might get a super mind blowing ending of Tariq dying at the end of this joint. If that happens, and then they revolve the show around Diana, and let's say they bring in a new, what I'm saying, a new actor or something like that to have to be her love interest. I think that'll be crazy, but I wouldn't put it past it. And Monet and Rock are similar. Yes, bro. I said it all the time, and I think why I said I think their stories are going to be they're going to end very similar. I think Monet is going to end up in jail, and I think when it's all said and done, in OG Power, not OG Power, Raising Canaan, is a possibility Rock might go to jail too, or instead of dying. Is Zion D. Wiz's brother? I was the first channel I know for sure that reported that, and I think there is a strong possibility because his last name is Washington. And the moment I heard that, I instantly made a video as soon as I got done watching the episode. And then, of course, this other channel, where I gonna just throw his name out there. He stole it and then put it out there like he thought of it, knowing it well he got that from my channel. And now some of my subscribers came on there and said, I was the first one to put it out there. I appreciate y'all, letting, putting it out there. But yeah, I just think it's not a coincidence that he could have the same last name and he just so happened to know Ghost. Like a lot of people didn't know Ghost and Tommy. So for him to know Ghost and Tommy and the way he talk about him as if he knew him back in the day. And then he so happened to have the same last name. So I'm gonna say this. If he's not D Wiz's brother, they're definitely related. Present day, do you think Rock is still alive in Power Universe? Man, I don't got that question so many times. And it's hard to say, but what I am gonna say is if she is alive, she in prison. But at the same time, like they said, they did say on the original Power that she didn't have no live can. That Cannon didn't have no live can when he died. So, but also, folks got to keep in mind, like I told people, Raising Kanan's story doesn't add up with the original Power. They changed the story around. So it's possible that, everything they said in the original Power, you have to take it with a grain of salt because the story has changed. Kane not the sharpest knife in the draw. He might mess it up and kill the only person that can help Davis, like he did with Ramirez. That is very much true, bro. He definitely did that with Ramirez. But I don't know. I do feel like Kane has been, getting smarter. It seems like once he started working with Mecca, he got a little smarter. So we'll see. Another hint of Diana becoming like Monet is naming her son Lorenzo after her father, and Monet named Cain after Lorenzo. Yeah, I also showing that Tommy dies at the end of book 4, Force, trying to save Maria. Where did you see that video? I mean, I know I made a video of that, but who else did you see back when? Rock most likely dead. Probably. I would say if I had to bet on it, I would say she's dead. But who knows? Damn, I forgot Kane's name, Lorenzo. Yeah, right. Tariq definitely ain't trying to name his son after Kane. Hey, he didn't say nothing when she first said it to him, though. Um, even even the backstory of how Breeze died could be changed in Origins. True, because in OG Power in season one, Tommy said he and Ghost shot the Breeze together, but Kanan in season three says Ghost did it alone. Right. But what I think that is that Kanan just wasn't in the room and he didn't know exactly what happened. They probably just told him one story and another one happened for real. So I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, like I said, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Sasha Penn is writing for Origins too. So he could change the story up a little bit about, how Breeze goes out too. Because Sasha Penn, he hasn't been keeping everything aligned with what the original Power has said. So yeah, who knows? Breeze might. I just can't see him changing the storyline that Ghost killed him, but he may change. He may change the story of how and why he killed him. I'll say that. What would be fitting when Monet goes to jail at the end of season four? It shows her meeting an aged Rock in prison. That'd be crazy. That'd be so crazy. She go to jail and then Rock up in that mud like, so how did you end up here? And then that's what the Tejada spinoff starts out. Man, I'm gonna make a video about that. Appreciate that. Who is this? Review time with Imperial. Hey man, that's a good video. Appreciate that, man. I'll give you a shout out for that. Appreciate that. That's a good storyline there. All right, so his face said it all. Champ, when you said his face said it, you talking about when when she said she was gonna name that nigga Lorenzo. Why was Noma hard and cold last season, but she soft and weak this season? Hey, I said that too. But what I think it is that um, similar to Milan, Noma got weak when she dropped off you know, her second in command. The only person that was actually loyal to her, which was Obi. Because think about it, Milan had things on lock. Tommy and Tommy and Ghost couldn't mess with Milan, but once he started disrespecting Patar and putting Tommy over him and doing it in the opening so that Tommy could see it, he lost Patar's trust and Patar betrayed him, and that was ultimately what caused the fall of Milan. So I think it's very similar thing going on with them. She lost all her power when she lost Obi. Detective Carter, who's gonna end him? I think it would be Tariq Scale. Mm. Hey, I want to say it's Tariq too, but don't be surprised if it's Monet. I'm gonna say that one of the two, Tariq or Monet, will end Carter. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say it's Monet. I'm gonna rock with Monet. I believe that's who's gonna take him out. Salute to you too, my boy. Review. Raising Canaan should have a bonus post credits scene in present day with Rock being old, watching her son Canaan death on the news and reflecting on how she ruined her whole family. Man, that's a good thing to add to that video. But you're right, bro. That would make a great old story. Obi was her muscle. Niggas ain't scared of Kane. Well, it look like niggas are scared of Kane, to be honest with you. I mean, we may not believe it though, as much as the viewers, but according to the Power storyline, you seen how that nigga Bird was scared when Kane pulled up on him. This nigga scared of Kane out here on the streets. I think Lulu is Ghost James St. Patrick's father. Bro, I've been telling people that, bro. That's what I'm saying. I've been telling folks that. The looks is there. The bro, I'm gonna do another bro, you just gave me I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If I don't do it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna do another live stream proving to y'all niggas why Ghost Lulu is Ghost Daddy. I've been telling folks, bro, they got way too much in common for it not to be happening. And a lot of people keep trying to tell me that Courtney Kemp said his name was Curtis. I'm well aware of that, people. But this is my thing. Sasha Penn has wrote things differently. I keep telling people that. It's a lot of things that was said on Original Power does not add up with Raising Canaan anymore. So they could have changed the story. It would make sense if you ask me. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, my boy, that Lulu is definitely that nigga dad, bro. Tariq need to get rid of Carter. Monet has too many kills in the finales. Let's see. She got Mecca. She killed Rico in the season 1 finale. Season 3. I mean, she didn't kill nobody in season 3 finale. Neither did Tariq though. You know what? Does Tariq have any season finale kills? Damn. I mean, if you want to count Ghost from the original original Power, even though I don't think he did. But yeah, since Ghost started, you right. I don't think he has any. Hey, that's a good point, bro. It might be Tariq. Mm. Obi was a big loss for Noah. Hell yeah, he was a big loss. And then it's crazy why he was explaining himself, talking about how he been protecting her. She gonna just stab the man. That was so stupid. Whether he helped Tariq out or not, he didn't cross Nona really. All he did was got some green. He helped Tariq live and got some green cards, which he been asking you for from the beginning. If you would have just helped him get it, which I don't think she had the power to get it, but she just didn't want to tell him that because she wanted to maintain control over him. But yeah, all the man did was when he wanted some green cards for his brother, and you gonna just take the man out like that? That's crazy. And he said, I'm still not sold on the idea of Lou being Ghost Pops here. Hey, that's fine, bro. I mean, I definitely understand it. You know, I'm always open to folks having a difference of opinion. It just bothers me when the niggas be coming in here trying to be disrespectful about it. Like they be trying to say you a goofy, you a clown. It's this like they just know, like they in the right as well. And then the crazy part, a lot of the haters that was in there doing a lot of the stuff they used to do, I was proven right on a lot of stuff that I said already. Now I could be wrong about the Lulu being Ghost Dad thing, but I'm open to the okay, I was wrong, which many people that has a platform like this are. We ain't gonna get all of them right, but I just know it's a whole lot of similarities up in the Ghost and Lulu situation. Do you see Monet having a deep conversation with Diana, saying, "I will go to prison for y'all. You get out the game and be different than me"? That's exactly how I said. That's exactly how I said. When I actually put that in the video, I think she's gonna take the rap for Diana about something, and she's gonna say, "Go be a better mother than I was." Yeah, I think that's exactly how she's gonna go out. Kane scare little niggas not being dogs. He did beat up Zion, but bro ain't scared. I mean, yeah, he ain't scared, but other niggas on the street scared of him. I'm just saying. Shoot, I say that nigga Drew, nah, cause Drew gonna go back at him. But I'm gonna say this: when Kane asked him how was his face at that dinner table, he didn't say nothing. He ain't want them problems again. uh, what about Uncle Gabe? How does he fit into all of this? I don't believe the theories that he's Marvin under a new identity. Man, I'm gonna say this. He either Marvin under a true identity, or he might be related to Ghost on his mama's side. Because I mean, or he could be his dad's father. Let's just say Lulu ain't his dad, and he's his real uncle. But I just think they don't, in my opinion, for him to just hide a regular uncle that ain't got nothing to do with the life away from his kids like that, it kind of don't add up. Now I think he'll only hide him if he was in that life too, and he just didn't want you know. But or it could be because he would have to answer a lot of tough questions. Like if he went around Uncle Gabe for sure would have brought up the death of their grandfather, and he would Ghost would have had to explain that. So I don't know, bro. Uncle Gabe definitely a mystery. What about Professor Jabari? Because young champ, you say Professor Jabari. What are we talking about? What role do you think Snaps and Pops will play next season of Raising Canaan? Hmm. I can't really say what their role is, but I can go ahead and give you a prediction on how they're gonna die. They're gonna get their ass sprayed up. I think it's gonna be a brutal shootout, and they're gonna get their because to me it just makes sense since they refer to them as Bonnie and Clyde. Now, granted, we know that they were bank robbers, but we all know how Bonnie and Clyde went out. Bonnie and Clyde went out very brutal, like they wet them folks up. Will Kane man up? Will Kane give Tariq his flowers? Will Kane squash all the jealousy for Tariq? But early in the season I said that he would, but I I'm starting to lose hope for the man because the man keep hating, bro. I've been thinking that he like once the child was born, he would kind of get over it. But I'm gonna still have a little hope. I'm gonna have a little hope that maybe he will. But the man been hating for 4 seasons straight now. Let's see. That was Tariq found okay. Oh yeah. You're right. He did kill Jabbar in the finale, but it wasn't maybe he's referring to as a boss though, like like a villain type character. He never took out a villain, but it's only been the thing is though it's only really been one villain so far in Ghost. Because I mean you can't really say Rico was the villain because Rico died. You know what I'm saying? Um, Rico died was only seen one episode. And it was a very no, it was 2 episodes. My bad, but there were very two short scenes when Rico was there, and then of course Becca was a villain, and then Noma was for season 3, but Noma's still alive. So I'm gonna say this: if somebody's got to take out, it's crazy because this season is this the first season when we had 2 villains? No, because we had 2 villains in the original Power with season 3. Lobos and Milan. Actually, we had it again too because we had the Jimenez and Jason. So yeah, that's happened before. But yeah, let's see. Gabe and Ghost Pops were very close. So if Lulu is Ghost Pops, then maybe they could be business partners that became family. That's definitely true too. Just like Uncle Tommy is not his real uncle, but they became family that way. Yeah, that could very much be what it is. Yep. Because this is another thing, bro. Like, think about this. What are the odds of them having a character that so happened to be into the same business that similar to what Ghost is saying. Have all the mannerisms, has all the habits. They both alcoholics. They both was kind of into music. They both got the same taste of women. They both killed people in similar things, bro. Like they got so much in common that I think it's definitely a possibility. Let's see, what is next? Well, where the hell is Stephen I? RSJ? He's shady somewhere, some way, somehow. What about Mahoney? Ghost mentioned that name. And old man Simon Stein. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. All of the public figure characters has been missing this season. And what I think is going to happen is they're all going to go to the new spinoff Influence because it just makes sense. Think about it. All of them are either politicians or public figures, which are influential type of people. So I think that's what's going to happen. Um, Now, as far as Mahoney, when did Ghost mention Mahoney? But I'm gonna say something about Mahoney. Mahoney might be Ghost, bro. It's a good possibility that Mahoney is Ghost because Mahoney is an Irish name, just like St. Patrick. It just to me, it's just crazy that and a coincidence that you know other people from that region start to show up, and then you hear about a character named Mahoney. It might be Ghost. He said Tariq gonna kill Kane in the final episode, and then there'll be the end of all the hate. I don't know, bro. I think they might be keeping Kane for a spinout, bro. Cause I'm just saying, like Kane is kind of like Tariq in the original Power. Everybody's starting to hate him for all the stuff that he's been doing, and I think they're gonna spin it off and flip it and make us love him. Cause me personally, I'm already a fan of Kane. I'm just saying, I mess with him, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna kill Kane. I also seen a video by Brillo. He was saying that Cash will return to harm Tariq. Cash is Lakeisha's son. Yeah. Okay, so Brillo, I stumbled across his channel a couple of times. I'm not subscribed to his channel, me personally. Like if I subscribe to your channel, like to me, your channel is like, dang, this is some good material. And no, this is no knock towards him at all. So this is not no shot, but it just I haven't seen nothing that just made me be like wanna be glued in on his stuff. But I did stumble across it was on my algorithm that particular video, but I didn't watch it. Because I don't know, Cash showing up to get Tariq. First off, in order for him to show up to get Tariq, he would have to figure out that Tariq was the reason why Tasha killed his mom. And if anything, he probably would go after Tasha instead of going after Tariq. And then on top of that, who is it that who is alive that would tell Cash that it was Tariq that had something to do with it? I seriously doubt Tariq himself tell him. Tommy ain't gonna tell Cash that. So how would he know? So that just doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. That would make Ghost and Kane and cousins. I know. But keep in mind, like I said, Raising Canaan has been making things different. They might write it in that they are related. Things aren't the same as how they was on the original Power. I believe Mahoney was just an inside joke from the writers because the new showrunner for book 2 name is Mahoney. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Add you on the live. I don't even know how to do that, bro. How you do that? Let me see. I don't know how to add you on there, bro. It just I see when I click your name and say add as a moderator and stuff like that, but I don't see how you add them. You don't have to tell me how to do that. Brelo is a good dude, 100. Okay. Like I said, I'm not saying nothing negative against him and stuff like that. Like I don't pay attention enough to his channel to really know. But just that in particular, it just don't make that just don't add up for me. Do you see Tariq's sister Yaz coming up in the game? And it's, bro, yes, yes. You ask me, it's destined. It has to be. Think about it, because I think eventually Yaz is gonna figure out about everything. Because she still was pretty young. They didn't show her. Did they show her in season 3? I don't even think they showed her in season 3. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Did they show her in season 3? For sure, she was in season 1 and 2. But I'm trying to remember, is she in season 3? I don't think she was. So they haven't shown her in a while. Um, and if that's the case, um, I think eventually, because she's not as young as people think she is no more. Like we knew her since she was real little. But yeah, she's got to be like, shoot, 15 maybe. And when the new spinout comes, yeah, it's gonna be like 16, 17 years old. So yeah, they absolutely could throw up in there. And who knows, she could end up finding out that Tariq was behind um their father being killed, and if he's actually dead, or she may just find out that he tried to kill their father. And let's just say that Tasha ends up dying. More than likely, if Tasha ends up dying this season, it's gonna be because of something dealing with Tariq. So she can be like, man, this nigga Tariq got both our parents killed, and she could grow to end up, developing some hate for him. Uh, he's I'm on YouTube. I'm screaming on YouTube. The problem with Luke being Ghost Pops is the fact that makes Ghost Sean's blood uncle. And Sean was smashing Tasha, who is Tariq's Ghost's son mom. Well, again, like I said, the storyline has changed. Like I've been telling folks, I've been saying the same thing. Storyline has changed. And to be honest with you, just because Ghost and him is related, don't make Tasha. Come on, man. Brothers smash brothers' wives all the time, bro. That happens. So you telling me a nephew can't smash a uncle's wife? Yes. Shoot. Look at Scottie Pippen. Look at Michael Jordan's son smashing Scottie Pippen's wife. I mean, I know they ain't blood uncles, but they was calling each other uncles and stuff like that. That stuff definitely can happen. I'm not sure what you're saying. You saying, oh, so what's the Scream SL? Nope. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, bro. Is New York that big to where, as Monet and Lorenzo didn't know the St. Patrick family? Also, Rock, Lulu, and Marvin came up in Queens as well. I think, me personally, I think for sure Lorenzo knew of Ghost. He probably don't know because keep in mind, Ghost kept a low profile. People just knew the name Ghost, but they didn't know St. Patrick. So that you gotta keep that in mind. Ghost didn't reveal his name to a lot of people. Only they top premierers, like people that was at the very top, knew who Ghost was. So that would make sense of why they didn't know, about the St. Patrick family. They just knew of Ghost. He said, yeah, Yaz was outside when Reek went to check on Tasha when Tommy was after her. True, 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 true. She was in that episode. That was episode 9. I remember that now. But still, though, Yaz probably gonna start to build some suspicion about that. She was like, hold on, why is what's going on between Tariq, and if she's seen Tommy, she probably gonna be wondering like, why is Tariq and Uncle Tommy going up against each other? She gonna start to wonder and ask questions. So they're not gonna be able to hide that from her for for too long. Tariq did tell the lawyer lady Tamika that he killed Ghost. Nothing came from that, so I assume Tamika is solid. Well, I'm not exactly sure why you said that. Let me know why you said that. What platform screaming software are you using? Bro, I'm just screaming strictly off YouTube. I just hit go live on YouTube and then came on. I'm not using a platform. You think Ghost really had a secret brother or was it a lie from Courtney Kemp? If you do, who do you think is the brother? I think it's the lawyer in control of those assets. Well, it's two things. Keep in mind, Courtney Kemp was, I think she stopped being the showrunner and really directly involved with the show after season two, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe since she said that, the rest of the other people that's over the show decided not to go with that narrative, so it could just die down. Who knows? But he probably do. And yeah, maybe the lawyer Warren is his brother. I mean, it would make sense. The reason why Ghost got so much trust in him. So yeah, the character who plays Yasmin St. Patrick, Paris Morgan, is 14 years old now. She's 14. Uh, let me check that. Cause that kind of seemed like cause I said 15. I mean, it's still this close. I said 15, and I said about time the new spinoff comes in, she'll be 16, 17. So I mean, it's close enough still. Tariq started doing his damage when he was 14. So I mean, that's still close enough. Like Marvin said he got into the game when he was like 10. Hmm. Yeah, she turned 15 this year. So let's see. You think Tamika was Tasha's lawyer when Tasha went to jail? She asked Tariq if he killed his father. Tariq said yes. She never snitched on Tariq. Tasha took the weight and went to jail. Yeah, yeah, I know that, but is it something that I missed? The reason why you said that is what I'm asking. Yeah, because I mean she couldn't snitch on him because she was his lawyer. I mean she basically would be supporting what perjury if she can't say anything that a client told her without it being illegal. She can lose her law license. Yes, St. Patrick had been played by so many actors in season one through six. She went from a baby to 6 years old, and in Power Book Two, she was already dead. She did change, bro. Yeah, like according to this is the thing. According to Power, because if I'm, let me see, did they ever reveal how old Yas was? In the original Power, I don't think they did, but I think they did say, yeah, they said she was 11 in book one. So that's been 3 years. Yeah, that will add up. Shit, 14. 14 to 15 years old. Yeah. Um, we need Discord. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to tell me how all that stuff works, bro, because I don't know nothing about that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Attorney-client privilege, right? Courtney Kemp years ago said OG Power seasons 1 through 6 took place in 6 months. I know, bro. I say that shit. That's another thing that I've been saying about shit not adding up, bro. That's why I've been saying like overall, not saying it's the best show as in like everybody's favorite show, but we just talking about the quality of the shows. Raising Cane is the best because, like I said, um, what's it called? The original Power got a lot of holes, bro. If Lou is Breeze, if Lou is Breeze, he named RSK Rock Street Killers because he always called Rock a killer. Hmm. So Yaz went from a baby to a preteen that fast. Exactly. Right. And then this nigga Tariq grew like that nigga grew a whole foot. Cause that nigga when he first started, he was shorter than Tasha. Think about it. The Tory Naughton is only 5 feet even, I think. So if you shorter than her, that means that nigga had to be like 4'10" or something. And now he's 5'10", so he grew a whole foot. So that nigga grew a whole foot in 6 months. Damn, that's a growth spurt. Let's talk about old Salt his brace. In the trailer, he's at the hospital with old girl. Another scene, he's pointing a gun at someone. Yeah, I actually kind of touched on that on my last live, bro. I'll bring it back up for you. So basically, what I think is going on there is I think similar to how Holly was. Tariq is going to see her as a loose end. It's just like Ghost seeing Holly as a loose end, and I think Tariq and Braden is going to be at that hospital. And Tariq is gonna tell her, look, with her, cause I think she's gonna overdose or something like that. And he's gonna tell her, look, with her being heavy on drugs like this, she's gonna become a major threat to us in our organization. Like, a junkie can get you messed up, which is true. Because when they get the urge to get high, if they ever get roped up by the feds or something like that, if they start fainting and they really, really need their fix, they'll pretty much say or do anything to get it. So that makes you, that makes you vulnerable. So he's gonna try to talk to Braden about that, and I think Braden is gonna talk to Ellie about it, and he's gonna try to give her another chance, and she's gonna she's gonna tell him, yes, I'll do better. I'm not gonna be a threat. I'm not gonna be a problem. And all that, he gonna simp out and go ahead and believe her. And I believe when he comes back to the room one of these times, he's gonna catch her doing the same thing. And that's why we see him hesitant putting the gun up. And I think it's gonna be Ellie that he's pointing the gun at, and he's not gonna want to do it, but of course he's gonna understand that she's putting them all at risk, so she gotta go. That's what I believe is going on there. Yet in 4 seasons, Tariq has only finished one and a half years of college and hasn't received two report cards. Actually, no. I think because yeah, he definitely this is his 4th year in college. Proof of that is Braden said in this season that he's 21. Keep in mind, the first season they were 18. So if Braden is 21, that means that they got to be in their last year of college. Um, what is Two Bit's purpose? Why power protected him? He's just in Tariq's way. Hey, yeah, they real funny with this Two Bit situation, and the fact that they holding on to him like this can only mean one thing, in my opinion. If they don't kill him off at the end of this season, let's just say he returns or something, and then something happened to him. I believe that it's possible they're gonna place him into a new spinoff with somebody. Not as the lead actor, but like I think he'll make a good supporting character for someone in another spinoff. What he said, I pray that Monet have a flashback scene about how Kane was raised. They might give us a show about it, bro. Like I said, I think they might make a raising. I mean, to how to spinoff. Maybe Braden catch Ellie in the bed with somebody else. Hey, that could be it too. Like, oh, so you cheating on me that too? But no, I don't think that's what it is though. I mean, I could be wrong, but if I had to bet on it, I'll say no. Honestly, season 1 through 3 of book two should have still taken place in the same year, since one took place after OG six OG season 6. Season 2 is soon after season 1, and season 3 is only a few months after season 2 finale. Hey, but yeah, I know for sure definitely years has passed. Let's see. I can't wait till Rashad Tate raised hell after finding out his brother went to the upper room. He going straight to Tariq. Watch. I agree. He going because what I think is going to happen is Carter is going to lie to him, and he's going to know he's lying, but he's not going to be able to put two and two together. So what's going to happen is I should do a video about this shit too. I'm gonna make a video about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all for the people that's on. But but yeah, what I think is gonna happen with that is after he noticed that this nigga Carter is clearly lying, he's gonna go to Tariq, the nigga who always got his hands in everything, and Tariq's gonna be able to help him connect the dots because he's gonna be like, look, your brother had been coming after me working with Detective Carter, and they've been doing. I can't say I can't put my finger on as of now what it's going to be. That's going to be the connection um, that's going to allow Rashad to know that his brother was set up or something. But I do think Tariq is going to be that connecting factor. Uh, these characters age fast in the seasons. They don't explain how much time really passed. They don't, but like I said, if you pay attention, as the years pass in real time, the years pass in power. I know Courtney Kemp said all of it happened in the 6 months process, but I think Courtney may have been on that lean or something when she said that, because later on they definitely changed that, and that's how I was able to add up the years for everyone. Like I don't know if y'all caught that video, but at first it was a lot of people attacking me talking about Ghost was born in 1974, and I was trying to tell people, no, he wasn't. And it's literally impossible for him to be born in 1974 because the years don't add up. Carter will set up the death of Kamal Tate and break his own rule of not. Yep, because he's going to be a hypocrite. Ghost said Kanan was a big brother to him. So if they were born in the same year, 1974, they the same age, which isn't that he was born in 19. Yeah, Ghost was born in 1980. I already did a whole video breaking that down, proving it. But yeah, Ghost is definitely he was born in 1979, 80, or 81. One of those 3 years. I want to see Tommy and Diamond thrive together, but Tommy on some different shit right now. He left Vic alive. Claudia's still alive. So you believe Claudia's still alive too? It's definitely a possibility because it's crazy. The person that he sent out there only stabbed her one time. It's crazy. You got to stab her in her stomach multiple times or something like that, or slit her throat. That's how you kind of, to be honest with you, power kind of give you clues when them folks still alive. I kind of talked about that on the last live. Ooh, shit, my ass still fucking sleepy. Be hitting them hours. I be arguing with fans that still say Ghost and Tommy were in Raising Kanan season 3. They think that the white boy with the shaggy hair stuff. I'ma say this, bro. I'ma say this. Somebody sent me some stuff that did look pretty solid. I can't remember who was the person who sent it to me. But I'ma say this. Tommy do that boy do look a lot like Tommy from an image. I can show it to you right now on my screen to prove it. To be honest with you, if y'all really want to see it, that's some very convincing evidence. I'm trying to remember exactly what episode was that. Hmm. Because Tommy had on very similar attire that white boy had on when he was in a mug shot. Because Greg Knox had a lot of he had, when once he had all those people on his wall for suspects, it was a picture of a younger version of Tommy looking like he was wearing the same attire that the white boy was wearing on Raising Kanan. I'm gonna say that. Um, there have been photos of the actress who plays Claudia was on the set of Power Book Force. Yep, she probably still alive. Kane is 35 years old. He too old to be playing a 23-year-old. So his days are definitely numbered. Not necessarily, my boy. Older actors play younger characters like that all the time. And he don't look 35, so it don't really matter. My homeboy just came through. He wants to know, do you think D-Mac will make it out of Force? Yep. And go ahead and give you that answer direct. Yep. I actually think D-Mac is going to go into a new spinoff because D-Mac kind of becoming a fan favorite. So, yep. Actually, I haven't put this video out yet, but for the people that's on here, I'm gonna go ahead and share y'all a future video that I'm gonna make. I think there's a possibility that Kane, I mean, I said Kane, that Tariq and D-Mac may come together on a show. Like, think about this. Tariq's, think about it. This would make D-Mac will become Tariq's cousins kind of by Ghost being, um, Tommy being his uncle. Because both of their uncles, not by blood, but still, it kind of would make sense. And then Ghost and Tommy. Like if Ghost was to return, it would be crazy if we got a show with Ghost and Tommy, D Mac and then D Mac and Tariq. Think about that. That'd be crazy, right? He said it would. If that was Tommy, then it would contradict the ages again, since Sasha Penn said Tommy is 5 years younger than the Kanan. Even Courtney Kemp said the same shit thing before book three came out. Both showrunners said. Well, you could be right, bro. I'm not 100% sold that that's him, but I'm just saying they did look similar. But let me see that Kanan at that time was 17. So could that guy look like he's what 12? Mm, maybe not. He don't look 12. But so okay, so let me ask you this: what about the other dude that's his name is what Crank? That everybody's saying is the young ghost. Yeah, I even kind of think that it's possible that it is. Well, do you think that that could be him? D Mac is becoming like his uncle Tommy with some similarities to young ghost. He has a father that owned a bar and he worked with CBI like how Ghost worked for Breeze. Hey, for real though, Kane had the Kane had the George Jefferson he used to always wear a do rag because he got a hair transplant to look younger, and he needed time to heal. I don't know about that, bro, because I actually know Woody personally. Like I used to be around him in 2017 and 18, and he didn't have no. Nah, his hairline wasn't messed up like that. So unless it happened over the years since I've seen him, he doesn't have that. Tariq, D Mac, and Braden and Kane. That'd be crazy, right? I think Shanti's showstopper is the finest chick in the Power Universe. My God, her lips. Wow, that's a hot take, my boy. Cause I don't think nobody ever said that before. I can't agree with you, but I mean I do think she's a nice looking woman, but say she's the baddest in the Power Universe. I don't know. You think Shanti is crazy? It's crazy. Imagine Tariq meeting her. uh, Shanti probably beat Tariq ass. You know that nigga can't fight. And she can throw them hands for a woman. You think Shanti? My bad. Just read that. I know I'm ready for this nigga Janard to get knocked off. Who else with me on that? Sick of this nigga Janard. It's like we said on the last line. This nigga Janard ain't nothing but a watered down version of Kane. Be hating on Tommy for no reason. Detective Santana. I know a lot of people. It was some rumors that he might be Ghost's brother too. I'm gonna say this from the looks perspective, he does kind of look like Ghost. If you pay attention to hair, how his beard is and stuff, yeah, his hair kind of look like Ghost and stuff like that. He could be it. He could be that brother too. Facts. Tariq needed boxing lessons a long time ago. Ghost should have put his put him into a class. Well, Ghost was raising him to be a good boy. You know, he didn't think he needed none of that. I guess Detective Santana got scrapped and was replaced with a white cop. Hmm. Uh, all right. So now I've been on for a good little minute. Any closing remarks, my people? The cop that Monet shot, season 3. Yeah. You talking about Detective Whitman? I hope they let Davis get loose in these last episodes. Yeah, that's another thing. If Davis was to go, they got at least let Davis catch a body, bro. Come on, Davis got to catch a body. Tariq and Braden got to survive to the end. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, I think it's they do got a high possibility, but you just never know. Mm. Braden did save Tariq's ass last season. Yeah, he definitely did. What about Effie? What y'all think about her? What's gonna be Effie's ending? Dead or alive or in jail? How does Effie's story end? I'm gonna ask y'all. You think about doing collabs with other YouTubers in the future, like Brilo? I definitely think about doing collabs. I just gotta find the right ones to do it. I mean, I don't know Brilo. I mean, but you probably like the third person to bring him up to me. So I guess we definitely should do it, bro. Because I know Demarcus brought him up to me, and I think somebody else did as well. I was thinking about. I don't know if y'all familiar with Nate Almighty, because I know he used to stay advertising that he do three lives a week. And I thought about reaching out to him, and doing one with him, but I don't know. He ain't been too active as far as I could see as of lately. Every story end with a bullet. Damn. I think Effie should get clipped, honestly, but I won't be shocked if she survived. Yeah. If Effie do get clipped, who gonna do it? Who was Effie talking to or on the phone when she said Tariq was out Friday? Man, everybody been talking about that. Man, it's so many different folks. It could be. I mean, it's a lot of folks that believe that it's possible that Zion was her old plug. So, I mean, she could have been talking to Zion. And hey, don't be surprised. She could have been talking to Ghost. You just never know. Ghost was sneaky on that nigga. She goes to jail. Why you think she going to jail, bro? Noma got to take out Effie. Noma. Hmm. I can see it. Braden or Tariq is gonna kill Effie. I don't think Braden will. Baby Tariq. it obviously won't be Tariq that clips her. So I could be Kane, or it takes a bullet to save Tariq alive. Now that I can definitely see her sacrificing, because I kind of said something about that before. She sacrificed herself to save him. Noma will find out it was Effie that leads the onion picture to Tariq. Yeah, if you find out about that, you best believe she out of here. No question about that. Noma is the weakest character. You saying weak as in what? Like her acting, or she just being the weakest villain, or what? What exactly you mean? Tariq told Noma you might want to find an alumni party too. That shit was so funny, bro. I swear. That shit was funny. I know she made her mad as hell. She tries to be like Rock and Monet and fails. I don't, I don't know if I see her acting like them, but I will say this: I think she's like a real nice lady. Like when I met her in person, she was super nice, and I don't know. She just don't strike me as you know, the villain type. She would been. I think she'd been better fitting being maybe Janet's character or something. I laughed my ass off at 3. Right. Noma Sterling is trash. She went from chopping innocent hands out to letting Tariq out smarter. Yeah. Noma's definitely the weakest villain we gotten so far. No question about it. And it kind of make it seem like we've been a little misogynistic. I don't know if any of our female viewers are in here. We're not being misogynistic. Y'all know we telling the truth. She's the weakest villain so far. Shoot, Claudia a better villain than her. You can tell by the trailer the way she had her hands up. Let me go back to it. Oh, okay? I mean, it could just be somebody. I mean, yeah, she could. She could be going to jail, but that don't mean she's gonna stay there. Kane and Davis, who gets Noma? You're asking, or you're saying like that's who gonna end up taking her out? Noma playing Kane for a fool. That's for sure. But I think me personally, I think Kane gonna get the last laugh. I think for sure Kane is gonna kill Noma. Yes. Like that's high on my prediction list. I think he's gonna take her out for sure. Kane had a whole fight with Zion to defend Noma, and she smashed Davis on the same. Right, bro. Like they calling my nigga Kane the slip of the year for that. How you gonna fight for her like that, and then she go and smash another nigga? It's crazy. But who knows though? He could be just doing that because he trying to get close to her, so he can take her drug supply or whatever. Will Monet find out Tasha shot her? That's another very common question I keep getting. Shoot. It would make a very interesting storyline, so they probably would. I say she will. How would Tariq protect Tasha from Monet? Well, my original opinion on that, I think he's not going to have to because I think Monet is going to understand the reason why Tasha took the shot at her. It was her kids that manipulated the situation. What's up, Ty? You catching me on the end, but hey, good to see you could drop through, my boy. But yeah, I just think she's gonna. I think Monet's gonna see the situation. She's gonna be like, okay, Diana lied like she was me. Got Tommy to come over to Tasha's address and almost killed her. And then also they put Tariq in danger, so she was being a mother trying to protect her own, like I would have did for any of my kids. So I'm gonna let her get a pass. Even though Effie is a snake, I like her character, and they can do more with her in a spinout. I actually agree with you, review. I actually agree, but I don't know. They might knock her off, bro. You think Tasha dies in episode 6, or she makes it to the end? Uh, man, I'm gonna say this. I know I've been pushing kind of that Tasha's gonna die, but I gotta give another shout out to one of my favorite channels, which is Getting It How I Live. Appreciate you, Ty, bro. It's long though, as you can see. but something he said that kind of made me rethink what I said. Because keep in mind, Notori is pregnant during this season of season 4. So like he said, it would be kind of hard for them to give her a good iconic death scene with her being pregnant. Like she's not going to be able to fall out, and stuff like that. Or like if she's getting stabbed or something like that, it's not going to be the scene just not going to be as good with her being pregnant. So it's possible she may make it out. I mean, maybe a stab. I guess you can kind of a stab or like say somebody slitting her throat or something like that. But I just can't see them letting somebody slit her throat because I feel like a character as big and as as iconic as Tasha is, you got to give her a death where she kind of dies slowly, right? It's like she probably would die slowly in somebody's arms, like maybe Tariq or somebody like that. So I just think it's possible she may survive this season. She may not, but if she do pass away this season, I think that the ratings gonna be out the roof. That it's gonna take off. I think Tasha should have been gone. It would make Tariq turn into ghost story wise. Yes, that's what I said. In order for Tariq to transform into the character that I think that they're trying to get him to, he has to get a great loss. And the only great loss that he can potentially get, to me, is Tasha. I mean, I guess you could say his grandma, but his grandma to me wouldn't give that same. It wouldn't give us that same solution that it would give us if Tasha. Now maybe Yas, since Yas is so young, we would be a little bit more, sentimental towards, the death of a young sister like that. But at the same time, I don't think Power would love to advocate, knocking off a young kid. But then again, it did happen to Raina, so I don't know. Take that back. I don't know. But Yas or Tasha would have to be the ones to go for him to really like transform. Mm. Quick recap. Yeah, I can give you a quick one, bro. So pretty much what I went through is basically I was showing everyone the. I'm not gonna show all the video stuff, but I'll bring the screen back up and show you some of the stuff that I showed them. So basically, what I showed everyone is that if you can remember, basically what I'm saying is that the um, the last 5 episodes of the original Power was all basically interrogation scenes. Like I believe after Ghost was shot, they was trying to figure out who was it that was behind the shooting. So I believe they brought all of them in, and I'm not sure if you seen the trailer, the teaser trailer that they had for the last 5 episodes, but basically what they were showing. Hold on, it's my screen. My screen not showing. What is it? Okay, it is. All right, so basically what I was saying is that they were all being interrogated, and if you pay attention, all 5 of the I'll play that real quick, real quick. I don't know if you remember this teaser trailer.
Who shot James St. Patrick? We have several suspects, but only one person pulled the trigger. Maybe you know who did it, or maybe it was you. Shoot my own father? But I don't even know if he's okay. Why won't you tell me? I need to know. My family needs to know if my dad is alive or not. Someone shot Jamie? Good. He deserves to pay for what he did to Angelita. I've got nothing to confess. I confess. James and I have problems in our marriage. We lost our daughter, Raina. I just can't imagine what our lives would look like without him. So he needs to go, all right? I ain't got a reason to shoot him if I'm helping you. I guess I'll go back to being a civilian. How you figure this out? I'm running to be New York's first elected black governor. Why would I shoot him? Do you know something I don't know? Let me spell it out for you. Ghost is a drug kingpin with a long list of enemies. Any one of them could have shot him. I was this close to putting him away for life. If I had, this would have happened. Okay, that sounded like a confession, but it's not. If you knew anything, you know by now. I ain't no snitch. So if me talking is the best you got to figure it out, you shot Ghost. You gotta know. I did not shoot James St. Patrick. If you know anything about the shooting of James St. Patrick, please call 1-833.
All right, so that right there. So basically, what I was showing them is that I believe these last 5 episodes of the original Power was all of them, the 5 people, telling their version of what happened that particular day. That's the reason why all of the scenes and stuff looked different. Like I showed them a couple of examples. Like this right here, this is episode 10. The scene between when Dre showed up to Ghost's office, and then this one right here is episode 11. They were two different. They were the same scene, but they were totally different. The dialogue was a little different. The acting was different, and I remember folks used to always say, "Why the hell did they write it like that? Make the the words different and stuff like that? It don't make sense." And it actually do make sense if you understand what's going on. It's just like if you're watching a fight, right? Let's say it's two people fighting, and one of them get to bed. Let's just say Billy and John is fighting. Billy won the fight, right? You could see it as Billy won the fight because he ended up catching him with you know a left hook that just stunned John, and it ultimately led to him winning the fight. But I may have saw it as no, that might threw a low blow, and that kind of messed John up, and then he was able to get the left hook or whatever. Now, neither one of us is necessarily wrong, but we saw it differently. You know what I'm saying? And the only truth is the camera that was recording it. So that's what's going on here. Basically, episode 10 would be and would represent that camera. Because episode 10 is the only episode that was the truth. It wasn't nobody telling the story. It was just like a normal episode. So that's what I was showing them. And the reason why, and what I was saying is that Tariq, and behind off screen, behind closed doors that they didn't show us, when Tariq and right here, when Tariq and Ghost was talking, they staged the plan. Ghost told them that, look, if you really want me out your life and stuff like that, well, because he seen that Tariq was already planning to kill him. So he was like, look, this is what we're gonna do. I'll fake my death, get out of the life, get out of your life, and in return, I'll give you the money and stuff like that. And that'll help clear you from, you know what I'm saying, from the Ray charge and stuff like that. And in return, you get out of the game. Tariq agreed to that. But what he didn't know is that Ghost put into the will that you got to go to college to get the money. So he kind of, hit him with an okie doke. But yeah, so that's what ended up I was saying. And then right here on Ghost, if you remember the finale of Ghost, Tariq was able to stage a plan with Tommy to fake his death. Where did he get that idea from? He got that idea from Ghost because he had already did this exact same thing with Ghost, and now he's showing Tommy how to do it. That's what happened. Also, I'm gonna ask you, since and any other new viewers that may be just now coming in, I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked everybody else. The name of the trailer, I mean of the last episode, ooh, of the last episode 15 was named exactly as we planned, right? So a lot of people assumed that they was talking about Tasha and Tariq, but I make a strong argument that they wasn't talking about Tasha nor Tariq because think about it. Why would it be named exactly as we planned, but it ended with Tasha in jail? That ain't how they fucking planned this shit. I'm pretty sure. Dang, I didn't mean to curse. I might not be able to get this one monetized. Hopefully, hey, you two, let me go with that curse word, man. Stop playing with me. But anyways, think about that. That's not exactly how they would have planned it. Now, if Ghost and Tariq made a plan to fake Ghost's death, that would be exactly as they planned. And it ain't nobody else that you can make a case for that for, unless you say what Ghost and Ramona. But either way, it still would prove that Ghost is still alive. The name of the episode doesn't add up with Ghost being dead. Okay, so let me answer some more of these questions. Let's see. He said, I didn't answer your question, Fred. I don't know if you're still in here, but you asked, will we see Jukebox go dark this season? I think we absolutely will. I missed that. I'm sorry. If you hopefully you still in here to hear me answer this, but yes, I think this is gonna be the final scroll where we're gonna see a transformation of Jukebox. It's gonna start this season coming out. All right, let me see. He said it would be crazy if Tariq lose his whole family. It would be, but it could very much happen because of the actions that he made. Yeah, his decisions could lead to that. Those last 5 episodes were Pacific characters. Right. And what I'm saying is they were all telling their version of what happened that day. And that's what those episodes were about. That's the reason why the acting scenes were off and the dialogue was different in different episodes. Like what Dre may have said in episode 11 wasn't what he said in episode 10. Um, and then he said, and the fact that none of these scenes were in the actual episodes, exactly because they were being told by someone. Tommy, the only one calling him Ghost in the trailer. Bro, I didn't even catch that. That's wow. He damn did it. Dang, that's crazy. I didn't catch that. Well, that's crazy. I mean, obviously, I don't think this is the actual scene of the interrogation, but I do believe that it's possible that all of them were brought in like that and they told their story. Anyways, from Ghost's perspective, he punked Dre and made him cry, but Dre version that did not exactly because think about it. Dre ain't finna tell folks that Ghost punked him. He gonna make it look like he was that dude, like most niggas who stay capping. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to show people in this video that you know all of that stuff was just stories. None of it was the actual truth. So he said Tariq's tears seemed real when he saw his own mom get arrested. Though that's because that part was true. That part was true. See, look, this. Let me tell you, the things that's not true is the things that pretty much involve um, their encounterments with ghosts or their encounterments with each other. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Tasha and Tommy, and they had the same thing. Episode 13, Tasha had the encounter with Tommy where he almost killed her for Lakeisha, and then also in episode 15, you had that same thing. Tasha said something totally different in 15 than she did in 13, and the way she reacted to it was totally different. The reason why is because Tasha telling her story, she had to make herself look like she was just the victim. But in 13, Tommy telling his story, he's gonna tell it how he saw it. Let me see. Let's see. Tariq has PTSD from shooting his pops. So if he know he not dead, why still have guilt? What do you see as PTSD from shooting him at? I mean, you could be right, bro. He could not be in on it, but I just think it's a strong possibility that he is too. But you could be right on it. But one thing for sure, Ghost is still alive. That I'm not getting away from. But hey, like I said, I think it's very much possible that and Universal Power, I seen his channel, he's starting to get on that train too. That Tariq is in on it. What about Juke going into the service? I think she leaves and Kanan ends up not having that voice telling him to chill. Yeah, I think Juke will go away for a while, and then Kanan gonna really become a demon. He gonna get on real demon time. What about when we saw Ghost fall in Tommy's arms? He faked not moving or closed his eyes. Yeah, I think he faked like he died, bro. Absolutely. To get and then keep in mind he was telling Tommy, "You gotta go, you gotta go." Then shortly after, the ambulance pulled up. The whole shot Ghost Shredder promoted Sachs being a suspect, yet he never got an episode himself. True. uh, Causing him to become the Kanan we know today. All right. And Sachs called him Ghost too. Well, Sachs always thought he was Ghost anyway. So so that's not really too shocking, but it would be shocking because Tommy never called Ghost, called James Ghost in public. Ghost was a smart dude. He knew things other people didn't. Why did Ghost why did Ghost kill Roller? He got finesse. He trusts Kanan a little bit more than he trusts his gut on that situation and his friend Roller. Yeah, Dre, Tariq, Tommy, and Tasha. Yeah, two examples of it. Ghosts of all people should have known that Roller was solid. Hey, sometimes your judgment can be clouded, bro, by certain things. But yeah, he should have. It's the same, pretty much the same mistake Rock made with Scrap. They both had two righteous, solid, loyal soldiers, but they let the word of somebody else get in their head and mess them up. Tariq had nightmares of shooting ghosts. Yeah, he did, but I mean, it still don't mean that they didn't do that. He still did pull that trigger. If Tariq got PTSD, it's from all them ass. It might do stay in his ass, but imagine how different the power universe would be if Sax shot Ghost instead of to continue. We need to confirm it's really you. The escalate of security helps keep. What the hell? Come on, you two, trying to tell about confirm it's me. Yeah, it's me, you glad niggas. YouTube tripping. Anyways, imagine how different the power universe would be if Sax shot Ghost instead of Tariq. The editor made it seem like he was going to be the one to do it because he showed up with his gun. Yeah, but that main character too crazy, too weak. He's not strong enough for a character for them to have that mind take him out. It would be crazy though. Everybody named Mama would hate Sax. They already didn't like him anyway. Grandma Estelle would be so upset with Tariq when Tasha get killed. She would. Yeah. She probably would disown him after that. Don't be surprised though if Grandma Estelle herself be the one get killed though. Sachs had the most to lose when you think about it. He lost his job and everyone think he crazy. He and he drunk too. Yep. I think attorney Daniel Warren knows Ghost is alive. Absolutely he knows. That's why he got him pulling out the screen. He pulling out the screens in the in the shadows, and basically Warren just making it happen. But yeah, I definitely got to get ready to get up off here, y'all. I definitely enjoy getting on here and interacting with everybody. But got some more work I got to start working on. Plus, I got another job that I got to go to in about another about 6 hours. So yeah, got to start preparing to that. So definitely, a good time being on here with y'all. I think Tariq will flip out on Daniel Warren if he gets one more letter from Ghost. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, Ty. Much love to you, man. But yeah, y'all. Like I said, I might go live tomorrow or Friday for a new one. But I'll definitely keep y'all posted. I'll post it on my community if I am going. Appreciate you support, man. Always good, chopping it up with you. But yeah, about to get up on out of here. Most love. You too, bro. Appreciate you.